And we're live! Yay!
We're live!
Hi guys.
Hello!
This is always the first minute of no one knowing if we're really alive.
We're gonna see now.
I know, I feel like we always start off more like, are we live? Are we live?
Are we actually there?
It's always that.
Okay,
It's always
yes,
that, yeah.
What's the game, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
feel like
we
it's
can't see you.
Maybe refresh the page?
Yeah, if you don't
What?
see us, try to refresh the page. Some people are saying they can't see.
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah,
see
you
it.
just
I
have
see
to
it's
refresh
fine.
it. No,
yeah.
you just
we had to refresh
it.
it. She must be important to you. We know.
Yes, we
I'm
have.
Yeah, we seen the script.
We just saw it like
We
5
just
minutes
saw
ago.
it. We came on here and Maria, like, you guys did you see the script? We were like, no.
Yeah,
And
because then literally we started talking like 5 minutes after the script came out. So we're just like, did you see? No. Yeah.
oh gosh. All right, let's go through. I had put up
There's
in
a lot
the
to
community
talk
tab a bunch of like
I love how you're always ready with the questions and me, and we don't know what is going on. We're just like you tell us.
Yeah. I put up in the community tab yesterday. I was like, oh, we're going live. Like, send in any questions and topic discussions, and we have 37.
Well, it's a Polark episode.
Yeah. So we will just go through and see if some of them might be repeating. And
Here, let me
stuff,
see. I didn't get to look at any of these yet. I didn't even know she did this.
Great, then all 3 of us are in the dark.
That was the one stuff.
Clark knew you would come. Proceeds to grab Bellamy's hand. I can't get over that. That was amazing.
No.
It was like we entered a fan fiction.
No, I went to.
I can't believe that still happened. I really can't.
Yeah.
Because like I don't even. She literally. She just looked at him. Like she should know all these people around her, right? She had 6 years to learn all about them. No, she doesn't care. She just sees Bellamy, and she's like, Clark knew you would come. Not the rest of you. Fuck all of you. Like you would come.
And you know that she knows the other. She's heard of the others too.
But Clark talked the most about Bellamy,
and she knows, like Maddie knows that Bellamy will help her because to her, Bellamy's like this hero.
And
I don't think that should be honestly surprised for us.
Yeah, that really shouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like Clark probably just thought like he is the best. Like everything he did was right. Like there's no complaints.
Can you guys believe though? She literally took his hand and was just like, "Let's go."
No, yes, I love it.
Had to ask about the bunker because that was the whole reason they came down in the first place. So it was Monty that had to be like, "What about the people in the bunker?" And Bellamy's just like,
we were literally talking about it.
We were talking about that. How it was like, why would Monty like,
ever ask for people in the bunker? I mean,
but we were like,
does he really care?
Like, there's no one in the bunker at this point. But like, it was like. The only person who should care about the bunker really is Bellamy.
Bellamy, yeah.
But like Bellamy's not gonna ask because Bellamy's gonna be like floored. So like they had to make Monty ask the question, like to fill that because Bellamy couldn't.
He literally doesn't move. Like
he's like this, and then when Monty asks about the bunker, Bellamy kind of like snaps out of it. He's like, "What?" Like
whoa.
Yeah, like, how is it possible?
What do you
mean? How they're
He's just like in this trance. Like as soon as he finds out Clark's alive, it's just shock. Honestly, his face
like it's been days since we watched that, and like his face is haunting me. Like in Clark's face. When I close my eyes, all I think about
their their expressions in that episode was everything.
It really was.
Especially
those beautiful things.
Honestly, yeah, especially because we didn't expect them.
I didn't. I was so ready. Like we were freaking out before the episode, but we were just like so ready just for him to find out.
Yeah.
We had no fucking idea that they would see each other. No fucking idea.
No.
So when that was actually happening, I was like
shocked.
We were in shock. I kept mentioning how I can't feel my fingers because I couldn't like these fingers.
You don't even know.
I couldn't feel them at all.
When we edited our reaction, we started listening what she was saying. I can't feel my fingers. Who the fuck cares?
I was like in shock. That was fun.
We were so rewarded for the pain that that one scene brought everybody in the premiere. We were just rewarded.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, no, that was like that was even better than I ever expected, and I was like, I always thought I had such high expectations for this reunion because like,
and when I think about it now, and when I compare all my expectations to this and all my imaginations, whatever I imagined, I don't know, it could not be done that.
Literally, I was like, they're gonna run to each other in the field.
I mean, who the fuck wants that?
I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not sure.
The first thing Bellamy said, looking at Clark, is assuring her that she's still important to him. After 6 years.
I know. It was like he said so much in those words.
Those
though.
2 words meant so much, though. It literally, like, he needed her because he didn't tell her like how much he means to him before, and that was his way of like telling her like, you're still important to me. Like, I'm sorry I left you, but like you're still like important to me
after
like,
all these years. Like
literally after all these years.
But that was literally the point. Like that was he was telling that to her. Like it didn't matter like who was like around them. Like he was telling that to her because like if he was even thinking about it, he would be like, "Shut up, Bellamy." Don't let them know how much you mean to you. Yeah, shut up, Bellamy. But he was like,
like all of a sudden now, Charmaine, all the Allegiance people know that this is a connection that they have. And
oh my God, use that against them, please.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Use
like,
that against
please use that against them in some way.
I feel like if I was Charmaine, I would think that I would think that Clark is Maddie's mom and Bellamy is Maddie's dad. That's what I would think about.
That is canon. If you ask me, that is completely canon. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. And okay, I love the irony of the mug that best dad in the universe going in to save Clark. Like
now I can actually laugh at that because I'm not crying.
I saw a picture on Tumblr, I think, of like Bellamy holding that mug, and they were like, at this point they're fucking with us. And I was just like, yes, they are. They're literally fucking with us at this point. I'm sorry, Milna's going to just like answer a call. So you have me now. But no, I was literally, I couldn't believe they did that. Like the best, if they put Space Daddy, I couldn't.
The Captain Daddy.
Bob would have never let that down.
Yeah.
That would have been his new name.
That would be it.
Daddy in the universe is gonna be like, I can't wait to see all the pictures of like Bob like having to like hold things up and say that. Like,
no. If they, but Jason made the right. Jason made the right call because like literally, if they just put in Space Daddy, I can't. No,
that would be his
no. This live stream will be called Space Daddy, I swear.
I love it.
I haven't been able to stop like rewatching those scenes. Like as soon as he finds out Clark's alive to like the end, like that like 3 minutes, I haven't been able to stop watching. Like I go to sleep and I dream of that scene. Like it just has been replaying in my head.
I've been watching fan videos.
Those
like,
are killing fan videos,
especially the ones on Twitter. They're so good.
Yeah. Clark's face when Bellamy says cheese, I think it's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. Honestly, I can't with that.
Like that broke me. Yeah. That whole scene, I didn't even think about it because I was again in shock. But like looking back at it, the way it was filmed, like with Bellamy standing in front of the rover, and like you can't see it's him. But like Clark sees it's not Maddie, like it's clearly not Maddie, and she's like looking, and then she hears him.
I can't even process.
I can't finish
what's happening there. Honestly,
no, there's so much relief in her face when she realizes
it's just like
Bellamy.
relief.
It's so many things though. Like Eliza killed that
joy.
Scene. It's literally like happiness, relief, but it's also like she's scared for Bellamy though because he's like. He's in front of an army with a mug.
He went in front of an army with just a mug.
With a fucking mug.
That is the most badass thing in the world.
At the same time, as the most hilarious thing. I mean, he's literally threatening with a mug where it says, "That's dead." I mean,
everyone has a gun pointed at him, and he's just like, "Hello."
I mean,
iconic.
Really, especially with the music, and it's just like him holding it. It's like
what I also what killed me in that scene was when he like raised the mug, whatever, and he told Maddie to like go back with the rover, and just Clark's look of relief.
Her shoulder
because they still are connected, and they know like Bellamy knows Clark cares for this kid, and he's gonna save her, like whatever. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do with all of this. This is all too much to process here.
Exactly.
I can't.
In that moment, Clark realizes she's not alone now. Like she has Bellamy now to help her.
And he gets it. He knows.
And she doesn't have to worry about protecting Maddie on her own. Yeah,
because she's been doing it alone for so long. And just that moment of Bellamy sending Maddie back, I think really meant a lot to Clark. Like, she was like, okay, Maddie is safe.
Yeah.
Not alone.
Can we just talk for a second about how badass that moment was when they asked, Charmaine asked,
like, why
give me one reason not to kill you right now.
And he's like, I can give you 283.
Can we talk about how in the beginning of the episode, Bellamy didn't want to kill anybody?
Bellamy was so against
all of a sudden, he's like, I'm going to kill all these people if you don't give me trouble.
No, also, can we just talk, like, this is like random, but why is it always 300 people?
I don't know.
Why? Give it 400. Why is it always 300? Stop it.
If there is 300 people left in the bunker,
I will kill myself.
Honestly.
Oh my god.
Well, I think because it brought back all the memories to Bellamy, and he was haunted by when he had to kill 300 people.
Yeah, when he had to kill all those people.
Yeah.
Always 300. Always fucking 300.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. The script said that Maddie, like, the respect that Maddie has for Bellamy.
Oh, my God, the trust.
Like, that trust.
Knew that.
They trust each other, though. Like, even Bellamy, like, that could have been a trap. That could have been, like, Allegis' way of, like, trying to get him there or something. And, no, he just follows this kid. Because she said Clark's name.
No, yeah. I saw something, I think it was on Twitter or something like that. It was like, it took Bellamy 3 years to trust Echo. It took Bellamy 3 seconds to trust a child that is Clark's name. I'm like, yes.
So great.
Yes. That's hilarious.
We should read some questions.
He literally he just trusted that Maddie immediately. And just.
Well, it's a kid. It's a kid. So, like, even if she didn't take Clark's name.
Bellamy, like, it was like a fairy tale comes to life.
Like same.
Like, literally. But, like, think about this. Like, Clark is in trouble. Like, her mom figure. And then you have Bellamy, who's just this legend in a story, just coming and saving Clark in that moment.
I love all the memes. It's like, Daddy!
I know.
No, I don't know. That whole scene was just a lot for me. Like, I don't know, like, I can't believe it. It literally sounds like something from a fanfic.
Honestly,
like Maddie, like, coming to the group and just saying Bellamy. Like, it sounds like fanfic. And then saying Clark knew you would come.
If you told me that that's gonna happen like a few months ago, I would be like, oh, come on.
Yeah, that's not real.
What fanfiction did you read, honestly?
Right? Yeah, it's funny because we had said that in a prediction video. We were like, "This is gonna happen," and then we were like, "This is fan fiction." Like, no, he's not gonna drag. She's not gonna
why
drag
would
him
it just
off.
be Bellamy?
Yeah, like, why would it be just Bellamy?
No, like, whoever keeps sending the fan fictions to Jason, please keep doing that.
He apparently likes it and so much that he puts it in.
Yes. Except I don't know where he finds the Beckel things. I think
who sent him that?
Yeah. I think he's really like
that's what I feel.
Writes those. Like, I think he.
Yeah, but you know what? He's giving us good vlog, so I can forgive him for now.
For now.
No, I can't. We cut this from our reaction. When we finished the episode, I think we were screaming from the house like, "Who even cares about Becco? I don't even care."
I don't cut that out. Yeah.
That brings us into what people were talking about. Some people think that the Bellamy and Echo relationship, they're keeping it secret from everybody else.
I read that. What? I read that somewhere, like, because
like
whenever they're around
because it's weird. You wouldn't even be able to tell that they're dating if you didn't watch that one scene.
No, but what's interesting is
because they don't act like a couple at all. Like, they really focused in that episode on Monty and Harper.
The camera just doesn't really
focus register Bellamy and Echo, and people think that's because they're hiding it from everybody else. Which
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
I can't imagine that. I mean, they were all only 6 of them in space. No, 7 of them in space.
She cut Echo.
Cut Echo out.
Same.
So there were only 7 of them in space.
I think everyone knows. I think Bellamy and possibly Echo. I don't know anything about her. They're not, I guess, the type to like to show PDA. So like I think they're not hiding it. They're just like low key about it. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it still makes people in space uncomfortable because she was the enemy.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that
makes me uncomfortable.
It doesn't sound like something they would do. I don't know.
Yeah, same. I don't. It doesn't sound like something they would do, really.
No.
Guys, I love though how in the script Echo was originally supposed to be in that scene and they cut it out. That says a lot that they cut that out. I mean, it wouldn't have made any sense if she was in that scene.
No, I don't even know. Like, we were reading the script and I was just very confused. Like, why is Echo here?
Really?
Like, what is happening? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I'm glad. I hope they're gonna cut her out of everything they wrote her in.
I hope so
it's a good sign if they're just cutting her out of like the scenes with Bella.
No, I mean,
editors keep doing that.
If they just cut her out of the show, I wouldn't question it.
No,
honestly,
I
wouldn't
like this
question
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah, she's just not here anymore.
Yeah. No, but I think I don't even know.
I
don't know why they cut it.
No, it wouldn't have.
No, but it wouldn't make sense. Imagine like Bellamy, Echo, and Maddie like going for what?
What are you talking?
Why would you ever do that?
It didn't fit.
But I think it says a lot that they cut that out.
Yeah,
I think it says a lot that they cut that out, and also the scene with the forehead touch after being like, we're not gonna kill 300 people.
I think that would kill Marcella. So thank you for that.
No, we were literally like, whenever I now read forehead touch, I'm just like, Marcella's gonna be pissed.
Yeah. It's my dream. Especially if he's calling her princess when he does it. That's like my ultimate.
Like Bellamy. Imagine anyone calling Echo princess.
Ew.
Okay.
No. So I think it says a lot that they cut that scene out. I don't even think they did.
But I love that the world everything else melts away. Like it was just so good the way they described that.
Isn't that moment?
It did. It did when they when he said she is.
The second he says she is, there are eyes literally locked, like it said in the script.
Like no one even knew anyone was around. We were all just like, she is. Yes, I don't even know who's around you.
I don't even care who's around you.
Like
the way that he stares at her when he says she is, and the way that she looks at him, it's just like this moment of like
I can picture it in my head right now because that's all I've been watching.
No. I couldn't imagine that scene going any better.
Literally.
And I imagined so many fucking scenes. And now looking back, I'm just like, I lowered my expectations so much and I thought they were high. Because I never thought we would get this much.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And some people are mentioning in the comments the Murphy and Raven, the cheek kiss.
Why the hell do they cut that out?
I am shocked.
Honestly,
I am shocked.
I don't know how to react to that because I don't know what to think about that because
I think we both we're big. We love Mervyn. I want them
adore
together.
Mervyn,
but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And we were just like, it's not gonna happen. And then we read this, and there's the line where it says Murphy doesn't hate the kiss or whatever.
What do you mean?
And we're just like, wait, what is happening? What are they doing?
I mean, I think they took it. I think the reason why they took it out is because it would have been too much at once, maybe, and they want to lead into it slowly because they're really we're just really seeing their friendship in this season and how that
exactly
really progressed. But I think it's gonna maybe in the next season.
I think
they might explore it.
Only in the next season because this season she's gonna be with Shaw.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what's his name at this point. It's hard for me to say Zeke, and I don't like Zach is not correct. So I'm gonna call him Shaw. I'm gonna go there.
Zeke then.
I feel Zach sounds better in my mind.
Yeah, but
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But like he's very cute. He's adorable. So like I don't mind him being with Raven.
Yeah. Yeah, I like him.
I don't mind
I
him
think
being
he's
with Raven.
gonna change to our side for sure.
Yeah, I loved the parallels that we got a lot of Clark, how she was very Lincoln, you know, like she was not speaking at first during that hostage scene. And then you had Zeke who's just like tell them what you need, what you know. Like I like that. And he was like, oh, I think that's enough during like the shock scene, like with the collar. Like I think that he's definitely the one that can go to our side towards the end of the season.
I feel like he's very like he's a Lincoln character. He's very like peaceful.
Yeah. We were talking about how we don't even think he was a prisoner.
Did you caught that? Because I don't know if I understood that correctly. Like, because there were guards on the ship with them, and I kind of.
And he's dressed like a guard.
Was he not one of the prisoners? Was he one of like the guards or like the pilots?
Yeah, I took it that he wasn't one of the prisoners.
No, he wasn't as violent.
Yeah, he's not violent at all. And I don't know. Oh my god, like that scene when he was talking to Clark about like him living. Where did he say? I don't even know what he's in, like riding his motorbike or whatever.
Yeah.
I felt so nostalgic for that time because like we're living in that time when he was. I was just like, wow, what is happening there? I don't know. They made it like really emotional for whatever reason. Maybe like really easy to connect with him.
I think so. I think that he's really an interesting character to explore this season, and I'm really interested in what they're going to do with Raven and him. So.
Well, I read an interview where it said like he is one of like the tech guys for them as well. So like he understands that stuff. So he's gonna be like, I assume, in communications with Raven.
We are hoping that something like that is gonna happen. That's
gonna be like adorable for me.
First, they're gonna hear and talk to each other before they maybe come and
get to them because like they have to get down somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That is really true. Yeah, maybe Zeke will help them get down. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess because I don't know.
Is they're all like antagonistic to each other. Like they hate each other. They do not work well together. Like they they argue.
Like I don't know. The three we know are like polar opposites of each other. Like all three of them have like nothing in common.
Exactly.
I think Charmaine is like in the middle of the two.
I think the rest I'm guessing the rest are pretty much followers, and I think
the rest
would
are like
follow
soldiers.
what the main one would said.
Or Charmaine. I think Charmaine calls the shots pretty much.
Yeah.
I think one of them's gonna die, Charmaine or McCreary. I think McCreary might kill Charmaine.
Probably going to be McCreary.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that he's gonna be McCreary.
Because they both want to be in charge, and right now Charmaine kind of is. She like calls the shots, but
McCreary that doesn't work.
McCreary is the one who has that supersonic weapon thing. Yeah, so, I don't know.
Oh, that thing. No, I feel like I don't know if he wants necessarily to lead as much as he just wants to. He has like different opinions than Charmaine. Like he wants to be cruel. Like I don't know.
I don't know if he wants. I still don't know what he wants. Honestly, I think we have a lot to find out about them all, and I think they're gonna be pretty interesting. Honestly.
Yeah, especially Charmaine. I have no idea what's happening with her.
Yeah, I think she's becoming my new favorite character.
I love her. She's fascinating to me.
She is. They're all fascinating. What's cool about it is that they're from our time. Like these are
exactly. It's not coming to my mind. That's why I was like getting like nostalgic. I was like getting teary-eyed when Zeke, whatever, was talking about like living outside of what was it, Bob? I don't even know what he said. I was just like, oh my god, he was literally in our time. I don't know how to process that. I don't know what to say. That's really good. I really like that one.
It really is. Yeah, we should read some questions. Let's get some questions.
We're getting carried away.
I know. Okay. Everybody's just commenting about the Balark hug.
Well, no, they're doing hug and then the S in the parentheses because Yana.
I know Yana gave out that there's more than one apparently.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to. I don't believe you, Yana.
It doesn't sound realistic. It doesn't.
It's like someone
Can anyone
was
imagine
writing a fan fiction, reading and writing a fan fiction. How is it possible that
I
Ballard
don't
is gonna have more than
understand.
one in the season, let alone an episode? Honestly,
Like we get an annual Ballard hug. How do we get a Ballard hug in two or three?
Because
Or
we're
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
more in the finale. What are we gonna get like 5 hugs in the finale? Like,
No, we're getting a kiss in the finale.
Like they're just like randomly like hugging. They just like randomly like talk and they just keep hugging. Like, oh my god, you're here. So okay. And then like that's
Well,
realistic.
the only thing I could think of them giving us 2 hugs is because in the finale there's going to be more. Like that's the only thing that makes sense. I think that there's going to be a declaration. Like I think that they're going to say there's going to be something that's going to allude to it, and then they might kiss, and then it'll get interrupted.
no.
Wait.
Listen, what are you talking about? Nobody's gonna interrupt my first Ballard kiss. Is that
I would kill them.
I hope not. I hope not.
Think about it. It gives us pain.
All I just keep thinking of is when I saw that, like, when I keep thinking of 2 hugs, I just keep thinking, like, there's a catch. Like, there's something.
No, like, if they, like, after 5 fucking years, you give me the kiss and someone, like, walks in.
No, they're gonna, maybe something's gonna interrupt the almost kiss in episode, I'm gonna say 11. But
I know
nobody's gonna interrupt my kiss in episode 13.
Oh, I would like it if they did that. If like 2 episodes before the finale, they almost kiss, and then like the finale,
I could see that. I could see that.
I can imagine that. Like after Bellamy and Echo break up, which is gonna be epic.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
I can't.
Oh my god.
I'm so curious on how they're gonna like do that though. Yeah. How they're gonna like.
I feel like Echo is gonna be the one who breaks it off.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Because I can't imagine that.
Yeah, I that's the only way I can see that happening, and the
Bellamy dies, me Clark, and everything else melts away. That is a line out of straight fan fiction. I cannot believe that that's canon. Like,
I literally don't know. That's Aaron. That's Aaron.
That's Aaron.
Aaron is the one we trust.
I really appreciate Aaron and Wade. Like, thank you, God.
Yes, exactly. Both of them. We always say Aaron, but it's always Aaron and Wade.
Yeah, the two of
like
them.
they're
magic.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I don't know. Who is writing the next one? It's Charmaine, right? She wrote 313.
Yeah. So
listen,
that's great.
That's exactly.
Read some of the questions.
She knows how to write a scene with a hug. Let me just tell you.
Yes.
He knows how to. She knows how to do that. So
I'm so excited.
We're gonna die, guys. Like.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
like, just to let everybody know, if you don't hear from any of us, like, we're dead, all of us. After the next week.
I know. We messaged you guys. We're like, you guys are like alive. Like, we're like, good luck. And we're like, we can't wait to hear from you.
No. But like what? Like we're gonna die because they're gonna talk and hug. Like what the fuck are we gonna do if they kiss? Like how do we? Like what do we do with that?
Exactly.
Well, I'm hoping that we're gonna have a lot of really great moments before the kiss, so we'll be like expecting it.
Oh no! I think everyone should prepare
yourself for that.
You really can't.
I think we all should prepare that like episode 4 and episode maybe 5 are gonna be one of the last like happy moments.
I actually think episode 4.
Yeah, probably. And then everything will go to shit.
Exactly.
And
that's
will be angst.
Yeah. Exactly.
So let's appreciate the next 2 episodes.
Exactly.
Probably.
Let's enjoy being happy for now because
like,
it's gonna be a very hard season, I think.
Because like the next scene, who said? I can't remember who said about one of the reporters said something along the lines of like their reunion in 403, like see how Bellamy and Clark interact without the weight of seasons 1 through 4 on their shoulders. And that is like the only fucking talk we'll have where they're just like where the world is not ending around them. And that's like we should appreciate that.
We should appreciate
that. It's gonna be so nice, but there's definitely gonna be a lot of angst between them because I think Jason. Did you read it? Jason, the interview that got released from him, he said again that, you know, it's gonna be tough for them. And he was like, the hope is that at the end they come together, which I really think that they will because I'm still fixated on what he said at WonderCon. And he was like, oh, you'll be happy when that girl who liked Belarg and was like, oh, Bellamy and Clark are my favorites, so we have a separation. He's like, you'll be happy. So I think that they're gonna stay together. I think that what's gonna happen.
Yes, hold on. That was Meg. She goes, getting to see Bellamy and Clark interact without the weight of seasons 1 to 4 on their shoulders is pretty magical.
Magical.
And then Yana said their faces are pretty magical.
I don't know what to do with that.
I really don't.
No, I don't know. I don't know how to watch the next episode. Yeah. Like I don't even know how to watch this one. But next episode, I don't know what to do then. I don't know.
I just can't wait for that.
I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Even the angst between them, I think, is gonna be really good.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be them realizing their feelings.
They're so important to each other. That was just confirmed to us. You know.
And I just think about what didn't Eliza say? She was like, I love what she said. When was that?
We always talk about that.
When she was like, she was like, they have this relationship and they don't know what to do with it or something like that. She said. She's like, they have all these feelings, or I don't remember what she said, but it was like really good and it really described them.
Oh,
that was the best sentence.
No, I love that sentence.
Yeah.
She was like, they need each other desperately, but they don't know what it means.
Exactly. Yes.
Like, why would you ever say they don't know what it means if they're not confused by their feelings that they realize they have because they're idiots and they haven't realized for the past 10 years, you know? It's a lot.
That's why we got this time jump.
No, I
don't think we're gonna handle all of this. I just don't. I can't. I really can't.
I'm
this is life. This is just my life. This is my life.
I know.
Literally owns us. They own us.
I don't know when this happened. I feel like 2 years ago, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I loved more couples. At this point, I can't tell you what. Who do I love? Because just Bellamy and Clark. That's it. That's I don't know.
This development has just been such a privilege to watch. We're so honored to watch this great stuff.
Honestly,
and we're gonna watch them for another season. At least for another season. And I'm just
I know
that's such a big deal. We got renewed 2 episodes in before the CW.
Yes, that never happened.
No, that's we thought we were gonna get renewed.
Yeah, we really did. But that didn't stop that.
I just started crying.
Literally crying.
I woke her up and I just oh my god.
She woke me up and she said, Milana, did you see this? And I was like, what do you mean?
It was 7 a.m. So why did I see this? I was like, I don't know, maybe she woke up at 5 a.m. I don't know.
We texted you guys as soon as we found out we've been renewed.
I texted. I don't know how I didn't see the notification because you texted us at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I didn't see the notification. I just entered Twitter, and I think I saw Jason's tweet or something. I was confused, what is happening? Because I was sleeping pretty much. And when I saw that, I just rose up and I started crying, and I was like, really?
You're so happy
because it's we all figured, obviously, we all had a good feeling we're gonna get season 6, but to know this early on,
it's
2
really
episodes in, that's incredible.
I'm just. I mean, we knew because they're really promoting the show this season, which is really nice.
Never before, honestly. So
and considering how many shows got canceled today and yesterday, I'm just thank God.
Well, Mark Pedowitz is a really big fan of the show, so I honestly think that as long as Jason wants to keep writing and the cast wants to stay on, that we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very glad that's like that.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have another season of suffering. That's cool.
I'm excited for the rest of my life. If the show goes on, I don't even care. It's gonna be great.
What?
Read some questions.
Okay.
People sent in a bunch.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So we have
try to read what we didn't go over.
Yes. How do you feel about Bellamy taking the 3 years thing? Can we talk about Raven and Murphy staying in space and how Clark instantly realizes Bellamy's voice and how he looks into her eyes and says that she's important to him and how Maddie recognized Bellamy takes his hand. I am so happy about Murphy and Raven staying in space together. I think that was so much fun. I love that conversation.
I know. No, I think that's like the perfect thing for them to stay in space up together.
I can't wait to see their scenes they're gonna have in the next episode, because there's a scene in the trailer when they're running
and laughing.
And laughing.
I know.
And that's gonna kill me. That's gonna fucking kill me.
Like, what? I don't know what to do with that. Like, that is gonna be like my favorite thing in the world.
Honestly.
I think after
all I
Bellamy,
keep thinking about is what was in the script now. I'm like picturing it in my head, and like I really want it now.
Well, I love the smirk. She's like, you're right, I know it would have sucked.
Oh yeah, that power low. Did you guys see that? Did you notice that?
Did we see that?
Oh my god!
Did we see that?
Oh my god! I know.
Oh my god! No, we were shocked.
Honestly, in the second
We were shocked when she said that. Like the two of us. No, we couldn't.
It took a second. It took us literally 1 second to realize what she fucking said. And
when we realized that, that was it for us. Like that was we lost it. We completely
literally lost
it.
it.
Because like I don't know, that is my routine of theirs.
Yeah.
And that was like when I started loving Murphy.
Yeah, and loving Murphy and Raven, honestly.
And then for them to like bring it back to that scene and like reference it, I meant the world to me.
Exactly.
It was perfect. I
really
did. I can't. It was perfect. I loved it.
I really think they're happening eventually.
I think
really do.
I'm telling you, they're gonna build up their friendship.
I'm not gonna have expectations. So give me whatever you want to give me, and I'm gonna be satisfied.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think it's gonna be a slow burn with them, though. Kind of not as slow as Blark.
If they decide to go with them, definitely.
You know what? Because like Clark and Bellamy are gonna get together at the end of the season, of course. And so like they're gonna be like, well, we need another relationship to keep the audience going, and everyone loves Murphy and Raven, so they're gonna like make them think in season 6. Maybe, but it still sounds like very far-fetched to me. Yeah. I don't know if like the 100 broke me and I have no hope anymore.
Honestly,
I don't know.
That makes sense to me. It makes sense.
I think that would happen. Yeah,
I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
It really.
Of course, I can see it too, but. Give me Blark and then do whatever you want.
One at a time.
Focus on that.
One at a time.
I know. Yeah, I know. Like I've been begging for Bellamy and Clark for like 5 years. I can beg for Mervyn for another 5 years.
Exactly.
Like it's fun.
Dominique to us said, did you notice how many times the camera panned to Echo when Maddie talked to Bellamy? I think it only panned to her like once.
Panned her for like a 0.2 seconds.
I think it was only once.
It was once. It was
I think it was 2 times, but it was the second. No, I think it was 2 times, but when she said Bellamy, only
when
that
she said
one.
Bellamy, that's when like they panned to her like looking confused, and after that there's nothing. I feel like.
Yeah, no, I don't think there was anything, because then it just focused in on Harper and
because
Monte,
those are the two that would have had a reaction, because they're like our delinquents. Like,
they're like the original.
Yeah,
they're the ones who care about Clark.
Exactly.
Yeah. Amori wouldn't have.
Amori and Echo wouldn't have had.
Let me just say, I love Amori this season. Like, I was so proud of her when she was down to earth. Like, I love that. She's like, we didn't die, and Bellamy's like, no. Like that. I love
That's
Bellamy's smile.
I'm not. Oh my god,
that like prolonged my life.
Honestly.
Like I don't know, that was so beautiful to me. That was so sweet. Like I want that friendship. I didn't ever think about that friendship, but like I want it.
That's a good friendship.
That's what
really is.
I think it was really smart that they made Amori and Murphy break up.
They established her as her own character.
Yeah, because now we get to see her kind of like being like her, like apart from Murphy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and that's like the complete opposite of what they did with Echo.
Exactly.
They made her a love interest.
Exactly.
As opposed to the other one that we got. Just saying.
I mean, with the story,
I don't know. It's actually
I think Amori should have been.
I don't even care about that. Like,
I think she has a cool story.
She does have a cool story. But I think back to the whole Echo thing. I think it didn't really. I don't think that she really process that Clark's alive. Like, I don't think that we got to see that go through her mind yet. I don't think we'll see that till the reunion.
We're gonna see that
when Space Crew reunites with Clark. Yeah.
And I think that's the moment when we are gonna see that.
How do you guys think that moment's gonna go though? Like, do you think that they're gonna make it like this big thing of like Bellamy like and Echo like reuniting, like seeing each other, and then
I don't know
how they're gonna do that?
I'm not trying.
I honestly don't know. Have no idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to like figure out
if they're gonna make a big deal
scene and how that goes and how Clark even finds out that they're together.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I literally can't even imagine a scene because like it's not like Bellamy gonna go to Echo and like, I don't know, hold her hand or like kiss her in front of Clark. Like he's not gonna do that. And I can't even imagine him mentioning that to her. I don't know.
I honestly don't know. I have no idea. I was
trying to like figure it out, but I can't. Like I couldn't.
I think it's gonna be really subtle. I think that he might just like, maybe she'll go up and like hug him or something like not that like PDA, and then Clark's just kind of look like what, but like it's gonna be really, really brief where it's like not that big of a deal.
I think that's gonna be the moment when Clark,
because Clark has to I think we have to see her react. Like we have to see her realize that. Like,
well, I think that's gonna be such a serious thing for her because that's when it's really gonna hit her. Like, okay, you lived a different life than I did.
Yeah,
you know,
she's
like
gonna realize those 6 years.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be subtle. I feel like it's gonna be like maybe like 3 seconds of her face, looking, I don't even know what, but like we all know what that look is gonna be. And then but like I can't imagine how she finds out. I can't. Know, I was like maybe when
talking about lag crew.
You guys see comments? Comments are like tragic.
Lag crew from us.
They're like, oh, there's no Lag crew is dead. Rest in peace. And they're like, Lag crew was iconic. Lag crew.
Lag crew was iconic. Yeah. Now if we start lagging people, this will all be your.
Yeah, I know. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, really.
I don't know. No, I can't imagine the scene. I thought maybe Clark is gonna find out at the same time that Octavia finds out or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Octavia.
Yeah. It might show the two of them reaction. Like, it might show Octavia. I don't know.
What?
Might show Clark and then Octavia. Like the two of them looking at that. Like it might show both.
Imagine the judging. Imagine the judging on their faces.
It's gonna be so good. Like same.
I know. I know. I can't imagine. I'm trying to figure out the scenario, but I can't imagine.
I think in the next episode, right?
Yeah. Maybe not.
I don't know. Honestly, you see, we don't even know in which episode it's gonna happen. So I have
no idea. This is a reaction because I think that's gonna be really telling, and it'll again propel the arc. Like it's coming.
I hope it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be subtle, but it's gonna. I think. It will be telling.
I definitely think it's gonna be Clark's reaction, and that moment is gonna be more subtle than Octavia's reaction.
Yeah. But like the whole point of Bellamy and Echo together is literally just to propel Bellamy and Clark.
Exactly.
To create that conflict, because conflict and angst leads to progression of whatever. It just goes like that. Every fucking show does that. So like whatever. So they're definitely gonna do the like, not jealous Clark, because like I don't know.
Yeah,
we're not gonna get like that, but it's definitely gonna be there, and we're gonna see it, and I'm gonna love it. Like, give me all the angst.
It's gonna be good stuff.
No.
That leads us into the next question by Potter Lore. How long do you guys think they'll get along before the disagreements start, aka the angst we've been warned about? I think like episode 5.
Yeah, I feel like maybe episode 6.
Yeah, something like 5, 6.
Yeah.
Between Bellamy and Clark, are we talking about that?
Yeah, Bellamy and Clark.
Yeah. Because I think the first conflicts are gonna come already in episode 5 between One Crew and Elijah's people. So that's gonna
result in like I don't know, a conflict. But I don't know what kind of a conflict, because Bellamy and Clark are gonna be in between those two groups. So like somehow when that affects Maddie, I don't know how Maddie is gonna be like.
Well, I don't know, but it's not only maybe Maddie. It's maybe Space Crew, because Space Crew is maybe gonna I don't.
I don't know the conflict that's gonna rise.
Yeah, we can't imagine honestly the conflict in this season.
And we're trying so hard, but like I can't.
Well, because Jason even mentioned that Maddie is not all Bellamy cares about. Like Bellamy does obviously still care about Maddie, especially he's probably so grateful for Maddie for being there for Clark, you know? So I can't imagine Clark not caring at all about Space Crew, you know?
Like, there's gonna be a lot of like my people type thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think like Clark will of course care, but like her priorities are completely just protect that one child, and like she's not gonna. If she has to, I don't know, betray Space Crew, she's gonna hate it, but
she's not
has to protect that one kid.
She's gonna protect Maddie at all.
And like, I guess where the conflict's gonna come in.
Yeah, I guess that's the conflict right there.
Definitely, but like I'm trying to figure out how. I don't know why I'm trying. I'm trying to figure out a scenario where something that is like bad for Maddie is good for Space Crew, and I can't think about. I can't come up with a scenario. Like I don't know. So I guess we'll see. It's gonna happen soon.
The description came out, didn't it? The description for 505, and it said that Bellamy and Clark are having a disagreement, maybe with Octavia, which is interesting. So I think by episode 6 we'll get more angst between.
Oh it said something like Bellamy and Clark are on. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It said Bellamy and Clark. That's it. I don't. That's all I saw. That's all I saw and then back out. Yeah, I think everything's gonna start falling apart for us in 5, 6 maybe.
Even when it falls apart, though, I think the angst is gonna be really good. Like
I just keep thinking.
I just love
meta episode. Like
that's when emotions gonna come out. When
they're like, I don't know, angsty towards each other. It's not even a word.
Yeah, but it's gonna be so good.
That's when the emotions are heightened. So
yeah,
we always say, just give me 305 again, and like that's it. That's all I want.
Yeah.
305.
Yeah.
So yes, exactly. Someone said one word, Hakkeldam. I can't pronounce that, but like yes,
exactly. Yes. Like I just always think like you left me. Oh my
god! To be honestly, that
you left me.
You need me.
You left me.
That's one of their best scenes. That honestly is.
That's literally definitely one of the.
That's like top 5. That's another top 5 without any question.
Best scene. I think that's gonna change in season
5. It's better. I hope my whole top 5 changes.
Yeah, I hope so too. I feel like it will.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god, it's gonna be so amazing. Whatever they do, it's gonna be good. I do think I read. Did you guys read? It was who was the author of that article? That it was like just like this recap.
Oh yes,
That was
by, a really great article.
I think it was by Natalie Crown or something, and she had mentioned in it that she feels that when Bellamy says to Raven, I left Clark to die, I'm not doing that again. Like that's gonna come back in the finale of season 5, and he's gonna have to decide about Clark, like staying with Clark, and it's gonna be very parallel almost to the 413 where he was forced to leave her, and now he's gonna have a choice, and he's gonna choose.
Like foreshadowing, like he's gonna have to leave her again.
Could choose to, and then he's not going to. Like he's not gonna lose. He's not gonna lose her again. He's not gonna go through that again.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna murder myself. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
Honestly,
no, I can't even imagine.
I can't imagine living first sight.
I can't.
I just love how they put that little scene in episode where he literally cracks. Is that how you say?
Yeah.
Well, when he mentions Clark.
Yeah, well, his voice, like he like.
He wants to again start crying just because of talking how he
said, I left Clark behind and I'm stop. Pause.
Oh my god, his pause during that scene was everything.
Like, it's been 6 years and like it's still like painful for him. And I mean, I like want him to. I wanted him to move on, of course, and like he did, I guess. But like it's still not. He's still not like. Even close to being okay with it and fine with it, like whenever he has to mention it, it's just like a whole thing, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm sorry. Someone asked, do we think Bellamy's gonna find out about Clark calling him for 2,199 days?
No.
They fucking better, or I swear.
We are begging for that scene. That's
but
the only fan fiction scene I want, honestly.
But like, I want Maddie to tell
Yeah,
that.
where Maddie's
Yes.
coming.
Oh, that would be the way to do it.
I want Maddie to like tell him like that's how Clark stayed sane or something like that.
And like feel for that.
Yeah, but they'll bring that up. Maybe Maddie will bring that up to Bellamy in the middle of Bulark angst. Like maybe Maddie will go talk to Bellamy and say, you know, she told you.
Yes.
No, oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God, what if she's like, what? No,
I can't imagine because that's all I've been thinking about for like the past 11 months. Like I had that one specific scene in my mind that I keep like I swear to God I already told you this scene like 5 fucking times. I told you this scene like Bellamy and Maddie are talking and Clark is somewhere in the distance and they're having a disagreement probably. They're not in a good place and Bellamy somehow asks Maddie something on the lines of like how did she survive and she's like and Maddie just like says like chill like well she talked to you every day and like.
Oh my God! But what if? Okay,
can you imagine his face?
What if in the middle of angst, like
no, I cannot. And like Bellamy, and afterwards she tells him that like he looks over at Clark, and I just died.
Oh my God, Lou, that's not okay.
But what if Maddie is talking to
completely not okay.
What if Maddie's talking to Bellamy and she says to Bellamy, she's like, you're so important to her too. She talked to you every day. Like, what if that comes back and
Maddie becomes the captain of our ship? Maddie's like,
yes. I mean, I will forever be like annoyed that
we didn't love her enough.
Yeah. Why didn't we get the Rover conversation? What did they talk about? What did I really need to tell him?
Well, no. Imagine they skipped the scene where Maddie was telling him like Clark called you for like 2,199 days.
Like he just really supposed to assume he knows that. Like I need that reaction. Yeah. No, maybe watch it be a deleted scene.
But no, I feel like that is an important thing that maybe like switches something.
Exactly.
That switches something in like in that direction because like I think that would be perfect for them to use in the moment with like Bellamy and Clark are having like disagreements or like on I don't know where the angst comes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the perfect like time to mention it. Like maybe somewhere further along the season, like episode 8 or something, 8, 9. So like we have that like maybe switch. I think that would be perfect, and I think they should do it. Like, please do it. I don't know.
I want that. I really do.
Somebody, Space Girl said, if Bellamy doesn't see Clark's drawings, what's the fucking point?
Honestly,
that needs to happen too. Bellamy needs to.
Yes, I mean it's literally hanging next to her mother. If I was Clark,
all over the room.
If I was Clark, I would be embarrassed. I'd be like, no, I don't see that.
Don't see that. Yeah.
I'm a little bit insane. I missed you.
He has to realize that that's how Maddie recognized him.
Yeah, because how else would she have seen? Like
they don't have like pictures.
Yeah, she's gonna know.
Like she knows his face so well.
Just from Clark's
but then like it hits you that Bellamy knows now that Clark talked all about him to Maddie, and that just the fact that she talked just specifically about Bellamy. Like Monty and Harper were there too. Like just Bellamy. That's what she was fixated on.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like no, she didn't even see anyone besides Bellamy. Like I don't know, she had so much faith in Bellamy.
I understand. I
think Maddie's gonna definitely be like drawn to Octavia too.
Yeah, definitely.
Because even that scene when they're sitting by the fire and she's like, "Oh, like Octavia, like how could you not think she would win the conclave?" And she's like looking at the picture of Octavia.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she's gonna look up to her too.
Well, yeah, the whole night.
Even though Octavia,
I think Octavia is gonna be. We had that thing in the trailer saying like, "I know what it's like to be the girl on the floor."
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm very curious.
Yeah, we're very curious how they're gonna go and what's gonna happen with that.
Because I have no clue, honestly.
I mean, I didn't expecting anything to be special about their relationship, but now apparently it feels something.
Yeah, something will be
there. I don't like that though.
I like this one.
I feel like we literally said like
we all cry about the fact that she radioed him for 2,199 days and never heard his voice. Then didn't know it was him in the rover. And her reaction when she heard him, even before she fully
exactly.
That scene was so perfect. The way they did it, they like literally like had his like silhouette, and then she like you see her face, and then she hears his voice, and then you see her face. It was just like perfect, and like the lights from the rover like shining on Bellamy was just like
it was perfectly done. It was really perfectly done.
It was beautifully. Oh my god! I saw I saw on Tumblr like the gifs of Clark's face when she like knew it was Bellamy, and like over it, it was just like written what she said during one of her like talks, like. This would be so much easier if I knew you were alive or something.
Oh, that and then the whole like I see you.
Never mind, I see you.
Oh, those kill me.
Yeah,
no,
that would kill me the most. When you think about it, the first thing I think about is that Bellamy didn't even think about that Clark is possibly alive.
Yeah.
But Clark is also the one who was hoping and still talking to him, not knowing he's alive for 6 years, not knowing that she did save them.
Because like after 5 years, when they didn't come back, she must have thought that like something also happened.
Exactly.
Because like why aren't you down? You know.
Yeah, and she still had talk to him, and then he just comes there.
Can we talk about his fucking timing? Like she was in peace for like 6 years, and like the moment someone comes and tortures her, here comes Bellamy.
Here comes Bellamy.
And we talk about the fucking timing.
That's why, like, the way that Maddie looks at him, like, you know, you're just in time. Like,
he's literally like a knight in shining armor that comes rolling with the rover. Like,
saves the day.
It's insane.
Like, he's just like, he's like, I'm here. Like, let me take care of this. And I love that Maddie's very in control when she's like, oh, Clark's alive. It's very Maddie being like, come on, we have to go and everything. And then, like, the second, like, Maddie takes out a gun, like, all right, let's continue this. Bellamy's like, no,
Maddie,
like, that's not the plan. Like, the adult is here. Like, I got this.
Like, put down the gun, kid. Like, put down. You're like 10.
I need Bellamy to like say something about Clark, like the way that she raised Maddie, because Maddie is so badass. Like she comes in there.
Oh, well, we were like, talking to each other. I don't remember when we were talking about this, but we were like, oh, like, because Clark usually like throughout like all the seasons, she's always consoling Bellamy about Octavia and like, oh, like, you know, she'll come around. Like I think if Maddie's like giving Clark a hard time, I feel like Bellamy's gonna be the one to like talk to Clark and like I just make her feel better about like
I really want the whole
raising her.
You did a good job on her. Like
because like a lot of what I loved about Bellamy and Clark's relationship was like she always understood how important Octavia is to him, and like there's always the quotes like but even then everything you did was to protect your sister or whatever, like that's who you are, whatever. Like that started in season 1 and continued throughout season 4, and I always loved that. Now the roles are gonna switch completely.
They're completely changed, and now
I'm gonna live for that. Like
he's the one who's gonna say something like that.
He's completely gonna understand that.
Come around and see how special you are. Watch like how she says that to Clark. I'll die.
I can't believe when they did that. God, can't believe anything they give us.
I can't believe who she is and looks directly at her, like not even caring that like there's an army of people like with guns like aimed at him. Like he just needed Clark to know in that moment. And oh my God, did you see the post that was like, oh, that's the first time he can use the present tense when talking about Clark? And it just
oh my God, I saw that. I saw that. I like died a little bit inside. I no, God.
It just killed me, honestly.
Like we didn't when we first watched, I don't think either of us saw that Bellamy looked straight at Clark when he said she is. No. And then we rewatched it and like we screamed so like it's in our reaction, but like while we were editing, like my ears were hurting when I heard how loud you screamed.
Yeah.
I was like,
the first time we watched, we didn't even, but we wasn't even sure if he saw her.
Yeah, oh God, we didn't see if he saw her. We were in shock again. We saw nothing on the screen.
We saw nothing.
Anything. No. The shock was real. I don't know. It was all a lot. It was all a lot.
Bellamy in that moment, like the shock.
Yeah. See that coming. And then next week we get like an actual reunion of them being able to talk to each other. Like I love the way they did that. Like we got like
so scared for our health.
Yeah. We got like 3.
Yeah, I love that too.
Bellamy finding out from an outside source that like Clark's alive and now like he has to save her. And oh my God, then you mentioned Marcella yesterday was like, oh, it's like the whole you said it was like parallel to the list scene. Like, oh, what? Like, oh, we're still breathing. And, like, they're still breathing. Oh, my God.
Did I say that? I don't even know what I was saying. I don't remember that.
Like, you still have hope. We're still breathing. And it's, like, she never gave up the hope.
Oh no, I was
taught that.
Yeah, I was saying that he taught her how to have hope. Something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know what I was.
I just remember crying about the list scene again.
It doesn't even matter what it was. I'm just crying.
No, it's just always crying.
Yeah, no, I relate. But like also, do we just like talk about the fact that like when they drove in the Rover, and like Bellamy said Maddie no or whatever it was said. I didn't even know what it was said then. But like he was looking at Clark, and I can.
Oh my god, the way
I can't process that that's the first time he saw her after 6 years.
And she has the collar on her neck. Like, he knows that she's in so much pain because, like,
you know that every instinct in his body was screaming to run towards her.
Like, he used his head and his heart.
No,
you still that
no. Like I love that someone like mentioned something like when he opened the door, like you can just see him like taking a big breath.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's go. Like, come, like be rational now because like people have guns and you have a mug, so like let's be normal.
Himself,
but like, how is who's gonna give Bellamy a gun? Like, Bellamy needs a gun. Like, they need weapons. Do they even have weapons?
Black Viking goes.
No, yeah, we talked about this. I don't think they have any. I don't think they had anything in space, really, right? They don't have guns.
They didn't come down with guns.
Well, we have guns in the bunker, right?
We have, and Clark has guns. I think.
Yeah. So where the fuck do they have ammunition? Like, where does that come from?
Let's not question it, honestly. We have a lot of questions.
No, because I hate when I start questioning those like little things, like in Walking Dead. Every time I'm just like, how do you get gas? How does the car run? Like, how do you get the gas? Like, what are you talking about, people? It's the apocalypse, and everyone has cars that are running perfectly.
Well, I think the Rover runs on solar power, right?
Yeah, no, Rover is fine.
But the guns,
in The Walking Dead, nothing goes on solar. I don't know what they're talking about. No, I'm not. I know the Rover solar panels, people. I know. I'm talking about The Walking Dead.
I'm sorry, that comment, he had to save his princess. I've been thinking about it for the last minute. Like,
he had to save
like, he literally just like rolled in and just saved her like she's a princess, and he's like a knight in shining armor.
I love the lighting, like how she sees his silhouette, and she just is like,
yes,
that is the perfect.
Yeah,
they prolonged that scene because like first she sees a silhouette. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
And second, like, she hears him. And she's like, what? And third, she finally sees him. And like, what?
I can't. It's just,
I don't know. I never had this much trouble.
English major, we're like, the symbolism of the light.
Over like the symbolism of the light and how the hope has been restored in Clark. Like
Clark is in like this dark area. And then all of a sudden, Bellamy comes and there's this shining light, like, penetrating into the scene. Like, literally the light returned to her and the hope is there.
Yeah, I mean, the way it was filmed, it was like, it said a lot.
The cinematography
was ridiculous.
Cinematography was fantastic. And I love that when he pulls up, he sees Clark and he can't like fully go and freak out because of the moment. And you see his eyes divert, like you see him kind of looking at her, and then he focuses fully in on Charmaine, and then that's when he asks about the deal and stuff.
I love the moment when he's like, he starts to walk.
He's like in a tree, like he's just,
and he kind of like lets himself look at her while he's walking, and then Charmaine makes him stop walking, and he kind of focuses on her again.
Do you think he realized how hurt she was? Yeah, like, but how do you think he realized
like physically hurt? I think emotionally.
You think he knows that that was electrocution?
Yeah, of course.
Well, she's on the floor.
Yeah,
like
she's on the floor, and there's like,
I feel like he knows she's been hurt.
Yeah,
but you don't think he knows about like that it was actual electrocution that shocked her?
Well, I don't know. He probably sees what's around her neck. I don't know if he like connects the two.
but he's gonna see in the next episode.
No, don't electrocute her.
If they had shocked her, if they had shocked her right in front of him, he would have ran towards her.
He wouldn't have been able to handle it.
Oh, did you see what William, the guy who plays McCreary, said on Twitter?
Which time?
When he was like, "You'll find out."
Oh yeah, we'll find out how he feels about him. Yeah.
Like,
she's not gonna like him.
Oh, I mean, like, I want to see where Bellamy's just like looking at him, like, you do that again.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I can't.
I'm gonna love that. Like next episode, I don't know how I'm not gonna die.
Exactly. I can't remember when I was excited for something as I am right now for for the next episode, and for them being alone and talking.
I can't it feels like it's been 6 years. I swear it feels like it's been. After we watched the episode, I saw a gift from I don't know, season 4. No, season 4, and I was like, it feels like it's been decades.
Really,
it feels like it's been such a long time. Like to see them just interact, I don't know how to deal with that.
It's really emotional. Honestly, the whole thing is just very emotional.
Jessica Rockstable said, "Oh my god, what if he picks up Clark in the next episode because she can't walk properly? Please,
Jessica." That's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean, we all hope, but no.
I feel like that's.
I don't. I feel like there's no way they're gonna give us that much.
Yeah. No. I'm looking back at the comments from Easy S. What deal do you think will Bellamy and Clark try to make with the Allegiance people? They probably need their help to free Wong Crew, but what happens after that? Because they're mining people. I think they're definitely going to need their help to get the people out of the bunker.
Well, that's our only option.
That's the only option.
Yeah, but what are they giving in exchange? Because I don't know how far the 283 lives go. I don't know if they could just be well, do this and this and this, and we don't kill these people up there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if they have
how much is that leverage really going to get them?
That brings in the whole thing with Raven and Zeke, maybe, because if Zeke is a tech guy, maybe he's going to try to fight Raven in space.
No, I definitely think that's going to be I feel like Charmaine is going to tell him in next episode to try and somehow, I don't know, regain the signal to wake some of their guys up to maybe
maybe that,
something like that. And so maybe that's when we lose our leverage. I don't know, but
they're gonna definitely help us.
They're gonna help us get them out,
people from the bunker.
Because there's no other way we're gonna get them out.
Yeah, exactly. So, but what if we're gonna promise something in return, and not only not to kill prisoners? I don't know.
My thing is, does anyone know how Eden seems big to me. Why can't we all just fit in Eden?
I don't understand that too. I know.
Exactly. We were talking about this for so long and for so much, because we can't understand what's gonna be the problem there for not all of us being in the Eden. Also, Elijah's
yeah. I don't know, maybe because they're
Bunkro.
Because they're maybe violent, because they were all hardened criminals.
Well, we are violent. Let me just tell you, Bunkro is now more violent than they are.
That's true.
That's so true.
That's really true. Look at how long.
But I'm
we have to promise them something, so they.
Yeah, but the difference is the Wong Crew is violent because they needed to be to survive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not gonna want to share space with people who are literally just psychos, because they said
those psychos just right now saved your life, and you would be dead under that bunker if they didn't.
Yes, but they did that because they had to, because of the people in space or something like that. I don't know, because I'm really trying to figure out why we can't just all be friends,
or at least try to be friends.
I think it's just they're not gonna want to.
It doesn't work.
Yeah,
I don't think that the Allegiance people aren't gonna want to share Eden.
It's so big though.
I don't know.
Do you really want war?
Exactly.
Do you really want war and not I don't know?
Because I think we will definitely have a bigger and better army than they have. They do have weapons.
They have weapons. That is
true. But they have people up in space, and we have, I'm guessing, around 500 people who are really good warriors now in the bunker. So I don't think they would just go against them. I mean, if we heard correctly, there is also only 23 of them on the ground right now. Yeah.
It's true. We do have more people, but
that's true. Hold on. Angsty Balark said, but however big it is, I don't think there's much food there.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be fighting over that too.
That's what it was they have to grow food, right? So there has to be a big space left there to like grow food on.
Yeah, but I can't. That place is so big that you can not.
You can see it from space.
Not only like a spot, you can see it like a country. I can't explain how big that.
I know.
They should have made it smaller if they wanted to go with that story that it's not big enough. I don't know. I mean, it's not that many people. There is only 300 of them, maybe 500 or 600 of us. I don't know, but like that's not too many people not to fit in.
But like if 1,200 people could have been fed in the bunker, like
exactly.
why the fuck can't they?
Exactly. I just can't imagine them not.
No, it's weird.
I don't. They have to explain that to me because I don't know. I'm like coming up with theories that don't even make sense in my mind.
Exactly. I think they will explain it properly, but in my mind, I can't find a problem right now.
Yeah, I think it's interesting though that these guys are prisoners, and if you think about it, we were prisoners too back in season 1. Those were people that were gonna get floated.
But this is on a different level.
This is a different level. Like that
they were kid prisoners who like their crimes weren't
this severe. Exactly. I saw that somebody had commented about the parallels of that. Like that is very parallel, but it shows the violence. Like we mentioned this in I think in our review or something. We're talking about how in the beginning of the episode, it showed that one guy who had like the animal trap like through him and the different reaction of that. And then back in season 1, like Jasper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There are so many parallels.
Well, I loved also when like they were explaining the prisoners, like they were the ones who were expendable or whatever, and like Murphy was like, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yes.
They connected those two stories, but like, I mean, on the arc, you're getting floated for like any small thing you do.
Exactly, stealing medicine.
And here they literally sent people up in space who are too dangerous to be on Earth. Like, like I don't think the crimes can really even like come close to each other. But like it's a nice parallel.
Didn't Monty mention like other planets or something, like the Aegis 3, or like there was like a comment in there about exploring like
oh no, I think Zeke didn't Zeke say something when he saw Clark's Nightblood too? Didn't he say something about like this was
Aegis 3?
Yeah, just like we're doing this on Aegis 3 or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what that's gonna happen.
Everything is still a big mystery about.
We're only
3 episodes in, and everything is such a huge mystery, but it's all really interesting. So
I don't know. I think it's all so interesting.
What else do we got?
I don't think any new guys were interesting to me as these ones. I can't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, dumpster fire. They had said you might be right about those chiropod's chambers. They might eventually have to use them if resources are running low or Eden gets destroyed. Can they put Bellamy and Clark in the same pod?
Is that about the chiropod?
We talk about this so much. We talk about the ending.
Are we talking about the Cairo sleep again? I don't want it. I hate Cairo sleep.
I kind of don't hate it, but I hate it at the same time. I don't think it's gonna happen. Kind of. I don't know why I don't think, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But I think it would be really epic, even more epic.
Okay, but now. Let's say that our guys have to go to Cairo sleep, whatever, and other guys are gonna like live on the ground at that time. Why would our guys ever go to sleep and like expose themselves and be that vulnerable? Because like they could like just kill them while they're asleep. Like why would they do that? I don't think.
Yeah, that's true.
Only thing I could think of is that being the
I don't know. I think we can make a story to explain that part. I don't think that's a part.
This doesn't really add up though. That's true. Like why would they go into Cairo sleep? Because then the Aegis people can just kill them and pull the plug.
The whole thing is if all the Aegis people die. Like, and they all die.
Then why wouldn't they just take Eden?
Because it got destroyed.
So it's the end of the world again? It's
the
same storyline?
How many times can the world fucking end?
Oh my god, I want which time?
I feel like what you just said, Lola. How many times can the world fucking end? I feel like Murphy's gonna say
it. This is like I don't know. Like the 100 really brought such bad luck. The world like ended 5 times after we crashed on the ground. I don't know how that happened.
We should change planet. We should try to find
give up on Earth. Let's go find another one. Like Earth is I don't know. It doesn't make sense anymore.
What if we just put all the Aegis people in Cairo sleep?
well, they're gonna be like, well, we already were in Cairo sleep. We're not going down there again. I don't know. I can't.
We'll force them to.
Yes,
I don't.
This one, the Naishi Clark 95, because it's Jason. I'm pretty sure Blarg will come clean with their feelings, and then they will have to enter Cairo sleep. That is just
And then let's all say it's memory loss. And
no. And then it got escalated because then you got it going in my head. And then remember, I like messaged like Will and Lee. I was like, what I said, I was like, oh yeah, Clark's not gonna remember him, but Bellamy's gonna remember her.
Shut up! I don't like when you do that.
I would say that honestly.
No, I would give up on life.
I would give up on everything. Honestly,
I couldn't
do that because I don't think I hate anything more than memory loss. That's the thing I hate the most in anything.
It's overdone. It's done in every show.
They can't do it.
I don't know who thought of something, who think that something like that could be good.
I think it started like bad.
All of us expect
exactly.
It's like that's what we're talking about. Soap operas.
We're all sitting here trying to create our own versions of pain.
So that way we're prepared, but there's no preparing.
I'm preparing for the worst. But no, I don't think Cairo sleep is gonna happen because I can't think of a way when. I don't know why they would ever accept to go into Cairo sleep. I can't imagine that.
I don't think this season's gonna end happy.
No. What season ends happy? Come on.
Oh, I think this season's gonna end happy for everybody.
You're just setting yourself up for heartbreak.
I honestly think we're gonna be happy at the end of this season.
Sure.
Maybe someone is gonna die, but that doesn't mean that I don't know. I think I'm gonna be satisfied. Really.
Let's just play this footage back to her when season 6 comes in. Let's just do that. I don't know.
This is an easy question. Emma Goldsberg, what has been your favorite lines of the season so far? She is.
No, literally, that's it.
That's the answer. I like this comment. Liv reacts in really big caps. Girls, there's gonna be 2 hugs next week. How the fuck do you think we're gonna survive that? I'm not ready. It's Olivia. Yeah. Oh my god. We're not.
We are still not sure that everything that is filmed will be in the episode.
Yeah, so maybe they cut that.
Yeah.
Maybe they just cut that.
Let's hope for the one hug.
Yeah,
exactly. I feel like it's too good to be true, honestly.
Oh, this is fun. Let's talk about this one. Elizabeth Dirk. How do you think their first kiss will go, or what's your dream situation? Okay.
I
can't go that far.
No, we always do that. We always answer this question the same. Like it's either gonna be when they think they're about to die.
But I think that's what I thought for the longest time. But now I think because we know there's gonna be some big it's gonna be like moment.
It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be something that's tragic, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And they're gonna survive that. And
after they survive, after it all just calms down a bit, they just look at each other
and kiss
and realize they're both idiots. And then
and I think that they
do it together. They just both
I think mutual.
I think we're gonna get I love you.
No, we're not getting love you.
If we get we're not gonna get this. We're not gonna get both.
Why?
We're not gonna get both.
We're always people who every time people say in 406 when Bellamy was like, Clark, if I don't see you again, and Clark when she was before she said hurry. But everyone's always that's not I love you. I never in my life thought any of them.
What would be a declaration of their feelings if it's not I love you?
Yeah, but I think what they already said to each other is much bigger to me than when I love you. Honestly,
I love you for that relationship. It's so unimportant to me.
Exactly.
I don't care if anyone.
They need each other for literally going
to survive.
For surviving, they need each other. How is that not more important than just
they're every I need you. It's so much bigger to me than I love you. I don't know.
They said it in so many different ways. There's so many ways to say
but
I love you.
But it would be nice to hear it out loud.
Yeah. But you know something? I've never thought we would get what we got with the other night. I never thought that we were gonna have Bellamy saying she is so explicitly, and the way that he says it is just like it's a fact. Like obviously Clark is important, and he's just to let her know that like you're important after 6 years.
Exactly. And the fact that that's the first thing he said about Clark after he found out that she's alive, and exactly
he looked at
her and he said it just for her. And literally,
like, what?
That man has been rational and was thinking about every decision he made for the past 6 years. And the first moment when he thinks about Clark and knows that she's alive, he's completely rational. And
he's not completely rational.
He isn't, but he says to his enemies that Clark is the most important. That he would kill 300 people right now just to save one person.
Just for Clark. For Clark, like that's how important, because he wasn't gonna go through that again. He lost her before, like he's not gonna lose her again.
Yeah, that's so true. Hold on, Julie May said Blark are just using synonyms for "I love you" at this point.
Basically.
Definitely.
What was that?
I'm gonna love the season because we're not gonna get. Every season has like a couple of episodes where Bellamy and Clark are not together. We're not gonna get this season, because they're not gonna move from each other. I swear, like they're gonna like. He's gonna handcuff her again, but this time to himself.
What did he say that?
I don't.
Hold on. Somebody said Shannon Cook, who was in the finale episode, made a reaction to the season 5 trailer, and he mentioned something about the chiropod, something along the lines of, "I know something about them." We just actually watched that. Did he say that?
Did he say that?
I don't remember him saying that.
Who?
The new guy from
Shannon.
Yeah. I don't remember. No, he made a reaction for trailer. I don't remember
him saying that though. I know something about them that you don't. For the pods.
Oh, I don't.
I don't remember.
Oh, there's something about him being.
Yeah, he's probably me. He might be in there. I would say.
Definitely.
But the
I
whole
just keep expecting.
Well, this backs up what we were saying. Like you were like, oh, he might be related to Bellamy because they gave that whole thing about the 4 PhDs. Like, oh, your great grandpa. Like, what if that's him?
Yeah, no, I thought about that, but then someone tweeted him that, and he liked that tweet, and I was like, if that was true, I don't think he would have liked that tweet. So I was like, maybe not. But I keep expecting someone there to be related to one of our guys.
I feel like they have to do that.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity if they don't do that.
Yeah, I know, no, definitely. But I don't think it's gonna be Shannon's character just because he liked that tweet. And I feel like he wouldn't, because that's a big spoiler. I don't know.
He did say that. I remember people are saying that he did say that. He did say, "I know something you don't know." He's probably that he's in there.
Kat goes, I just imagine Jason in the writer's room, like, so how can we get them to indirectly say they're in love with each other without actually saying it?
Literally.
So true.
Well, they thought of every single option, and they said it all.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice his face when Shannon Cook also said Bellamy with the weird look.
Yeah, he's like Bellamy.
He's like, he says Bellamy. Yeah. And then when Clark is saying that, I remember that because it was like, oh my God, like something.
But he's adorable. I can't wait to see him like in episode 13.
It's so weird that they're keeping his character under wraps. Like nobody knows who he is.
Yeah, no, but I feel like he was there during the emotional scenes. Because he tweeted something about Bob. He was like, Bob made everyone feel like great even when the scenes were like emotionally so difficult or something like that. So I don't know how he's there, but he's something. I don't know.
I'm guessing he's one of the guys who are up in space.
Yeah, definitely. But like there has to be something more to him, and I can't figure it out. I don't know.
Wells and Bellamy were half brothers in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the books, Jaha's Bellamy's dad.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, the books are just, and I mean, in the books they're married.
Yeah. The book.
Yeah.
Here's hoping we get that though.
Well, I remember a while ago when like the show first started, Jason was like, oh yeah, like I know the books or something.
Yeah, he was like,
there eventually.
He's like, yeah, he's like, if you want that, there's the books. The show will give it to you eventually.
Yeah, I know. I remember that eventually. I'm holding on to that eventually.
And we are here. This is the eventually. We are here.
No, if someone told me, I started this show when before 205 aired, like that week. If someone told me then that I would be in season 5 and Bellamy and Clark are still not together, I wouldn't have believed them. I don't know. I don't even know how that was possible. And now here we are. So this is the eventually, and it's time. And like, stop it.
This is honestly the time to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Undine Ariel said, now looking through shipping glasses and being very realistic, how confident are you that Blark will happen this season?
100%.
100% positive. Yeah.
If it doesn't, then it doesn't make sense to the story that they're telling. Honestly, like
if they're not together by the end of this season, I don't see how they're gonna ever be together.
Yeah, and honestly. I think this is like, if they don't put them together in this season, they're never gonna be together.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think that was ever the story. I always think they're gonna end up together. So.
Exactly. I don't think the writers are going with the other story, honestly.
Yeah. So like, if they don't happen this season, they would never happen. But like, they're gonna happen, so it's gonna be this season.
Yeah, I love that Jason had said he was like, Bellamy and Clark are the heart of the story. Like he said, they're the center. This is the center of the story, that relationship.
Yeah, I mean, really, even objectively, I saw so many people who don't ship Bellamy and Clark, like saying that they're gonna get together this season, and that they would be stupid if they don't get together this season. It doesn't even ship them.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it wouldn't make sense if they don't get together this season. Honestly,
exactly.
It has to.
Yeah. So this is it. Like, this is.
Even if the finale we don't get a kiss, we'll get a confession. If we don't get a kiss,
as long as we get something,
as long as we get something in the
that
end.
People can't call us people, and it alludes to the fact that they are canon. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I can't imagine
that Bellamy thinks Clark is.
I mean, listen. Like, even if we get an almost kiss or something along those lines, that's still canon.
I think that they're gonna kiss I do think that we're gonna get a kiss in the finale, but it's gonna be like some like heartbreaking type of kiss. Like they're gonna kiss and then.
Well, that's how we always picture their first
always
kiss.
Pictured the first kiss happening in a very severe moment of like life or death, and like the world is ending again.
You know how passionate that's gonna be, though.
Oh my god, it's gonna be like over like 6 years worth of like sexual frustration.
God, I know.
Yeah, that kiss has been a long time coming.
Yeah,
that is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, what did I want to say?
I feel like
I can't remember.
I feel like it's gonna definitely happen this season. I feel like if it doesn't, then it's just and if they are still, exactly, if they're planning to make them happen, and if it doesn't happen in this season where they made 6 years separation and the time jump and everything, I think they're just prolonging it, and I don't like that, honestly.
Me neither.
Exactly. Because at this moment, until this moment, everything made sense. Yeah. It made sense that they didn't kiss before time jump. It made sense they didn't kiss before or anything. But I feel like it would be just not very good writing or something.
Yeah, maybe prolong it for the sake of prolonging it, which always makes
I mean, Clark is definitely in love with Bellamy. Like you could just tell the way that she was looking at him when he came and saved her. She's in love with him. Like it's just obvious to me. Like. There's no way that she talks to somebody for over 6 years every day without feeling those.
Exactly. Exactly. And she had 6 years to think about her feelings. She literally had 6 years to think about that, how she's feeling and what she meant to her. And I think definitely she knows exactly what she means to her.
Yeah. The thing is now we just need to do this echo thing, which again is going to propel Blark, but how and when?
I'm just
hopefully as soon as possible, but it's not really. It's not going to be as soon as possible. But
I think Echo's definitely going to leave Bellamy, and that conversation with Clark and Echo has to be about Bellamy. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Well, I actually don't see what else they would talk about. Like. What other subjects do they have in common? Like, hey, remember that one time when you killed our people? I don't know. Remember that one time when you tried to kill Octavia? But that's still like felt for me. I don't know.
We were talking about the difference. Remember in like the premiere season 4 when Echo has the knife to Clark's neck and Bellamy like charges forward and he's like, "Let her go, Echo." Remember that? It's so different now how Clark was in a similar situation where she was in trouble and Bellamy stays back and he's so much more mature now and level-headed where he makes a deal instead of like that racing forward, which is his instinct. Like his instinct is to go to her.
The fact that Clark is watching all of this and she's seeing that he listened to her and he's using his head is just like,
oh my God, when Marcella in the reaction video, we couldn't understand what Marcella said at one point. We had to like the subtitles.
Oh yeah, because I don't even know. I was like blubbering.
You were like she sees him using his head, and
no, I said she hears him using his head, and that doesn't really make any sense. But to me, it made sense because I was trying to like,
No, I love that. Like I just completely love that scene because he was like so rational.
Exactly.
Except for that just one moment when like he showed like his feelings when he just looked down at Clark and said she is. Like that is, and until that point he was just like
completely rational,
stone faced. Like he was just like talking to her and telling her how it is, and I'm just
so
perfect.
proud of him, honestly.
Like he's
even up in space, he was really thinking about what to do about this situation. Like he was faced with something that he had to figure out, and he had to take the lead. And
I want Clark to tell her that she's proud of him, though, because we know that she's proud of him because she said that on the radio to him, but he doesn't know. He didn't hear that.
Yeah,
so he didn't hear like 2,199 messages. God knows what she said there.
His voicemail's full.
I wish that she wrote it down. She should have wrote all this stuff.
Oh my God, she should have wrote letters to him.
Oh my
God. I read a fanfic once that Bellamy wrote all these letters to Clark, even though like she was dead to him in his mind. Like, he just had to like write these things down, and she finds them. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would like floor me. But of course, that's not gonna happen. Why would ever? I don't know. It's just gonna be, the whole thing is gonna be a lot. I can't even imagine them talking to each other in the next episode. Like it feels like it's been 6 years, and I don't know how to do that.
Exactly. I can't wait. I really can't wait.
I really.
How many days?
Honestly, don't know. I just wanna fall asleep and wake up.
It's Wednesday
morning for us.
Yeah. You're so lucky that it's like Tuesday for you.
We have to take a final before that. Like literally like an hour before that, we're gonna be taking a final. I don't know how I'm gonna fail it. And I've already made peace with that. Like I'm just gonna like write some like bullshit answers and be like, I need to go. You don't understand. Like it's gonna be so hard to focus.
Horrible.
We're gonna have our finals. Well, episodes like 10, 11, 12 there. Like, how do you do? We're gonna fail them all.
Our finals then.
Yeah. Like rest in peace our education. It's just gonna go down.
No, that's gonna be like when I heard that the 100's gonna air later on. I was just like, well, there go all my exams. Like, how am I supposed to? I don't know. I imagine like Bellamy and Clark kiss and I have to take an exam the next day.
No, yeah.
What do I do with that? Imagine if it's an oral one and I just like start talking about Bellamy and Clark to the professor.
You start crying about them.
You don't understand. It literally sounds like something that would happen to me. Like I don't know.
Same. Like literally, like I might just start talking about like, oh, you know, like losing somebody for 6 years. Like it's so hard.
Oh, this is a good question. If Villark doesn't happen this season, would you still have hope it happened in the next season?
Yes.
Of course.
I would because we're dumb and we don't learn.
Of course.
I would because like, you know, hope dies last.
I would hope I would never stop hoping, of course,
but like at that point it would really be pathetic.
In this moment I'm just really,
I don't know, I can't even, it's not,
Let's not talk about not happening this season because they're gonna definitely happen.
If it doesn't, which it will, it would have to happen in the very beginning, like the premiere of season 6.
No, I'm not doing that.
I know.
Imagine I have to wait just because one entire year just because they didn't want to put it in this last episode.
Clark is gonna have no other option. Exactly. There's no other option.
For the way that they're going right now, like it has to. Like it wouldn't make any sense. It really wouldn't.
No. I can't imagine that there would be like a confession without a kiss. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't imagine them telling each other
anything and not,
any feelings before a kiss. I can't imagine that.
I just think they're in that moment are just.
I feel like it's gonna be like at the end of the war when they survived or whatever, and they just look at each other and then kiss. That's like the only thing that's in my mind.
I don't think we're asking for much.
We're not asking for much.
Our expectations are the lowest fucking thing in the world.
Right?
Like we just want, we just wanted them to breathe the same air. Like that's what we wanted.
It was like, oh, I'm in it for the hugs. Like Jason. No.
No one else is in it for the hugs. Shut up. Like, no. I'm here for the kisses and the sex. I'm here for all of that.
Yes.
Like I love the hugs, but like come on.
Yeah. How many hugs can we possibly have before that?
Like I'm gonna love the hugs in the next episode, but like after that, like stop.
No, I'm gonna love the hugs when they kiss. After they kiss, then give me all the hugs.
Oh my god.
I can't even. No.
Maybe that's what he meant when he said I'm in it for the hugs. Like maybe he meant like after the kiss. Like maybe that's what he meant.
I don't think so.
No,
I think he just likes to torture us. Honestly.
No, someone said I found it really funny because like Jason said there's gonna be a special hug or whatever, and someone said like I can't stop thinking about like when we were kids. Like our parents would say special hugs. Like how do people make babies? Like special hugs or something. I was like, shut up. Like, that's gonna happen.
Abby Campos, I need a Blark forehead touch too.
Everyone gets a forehead touch. Like Jason's like okay for forehead touches. Everyone says Blark. Like I don't get it. We don't know.
We have they just reunited. Come on, we have the rest of the season for everything, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guys, mark my words, Echo will be the catalyst for Bellamy and Clark being honest about their feelings for each other. I actually think she'll wind up being all our heroes. That would be a great way to redeem her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but because that's like the whole point of having a relationship that develops off screen.
Exactly.
Like that is just to break them apart. Yeah. Like I mean not break them apart. I mean like to bring Bellamy and Clark closer to each other and have them realize their feelings because like they need help with that.
Exactly. And I mean you could just tell in the way that Bellamy looks at Clark and he says she is like that is all that matters to him in that moment is getting her out of that situation and just being with her.
Like it's been 6 years where he thought she was dead. And like it took him a second for him to like for all those feelings and that love to just come rushing back.
I mean,
and then for her to be like the most important person next to Octavia to him. Like it took a second.
Exactly.
The way that he says Clark's alive, like
oh my god.
The way he says that is just this. It's like the breath just got knocked out of him, and he's just so taken aback.
When Maddie said Clark knew he would come, it literally looked like someone slapped him.
Exactly.
Like it would look.
I mean,
it literally.
he just came to the ground, and some kid came and said, "Bellamy, Clark knew he would come."
Like what?
How did that react to that? I don't know.
I can't believe that happened. I'm still like.
It was like he saw ghosts. Like he was just like Clark's alive. Like. And the way that she's like, I just love that it was Clark knew you would come, like telling him right away that Clark had this faith in you, that you were going to come down, even though it's been over 5 years.
I don't. Oh my
God, Meredith is here. You can hear him breathing hard.
Oh my God.
Did you hear that? Like in that audio, you hear him go like,
oh yeah. We took the episode that had like 6 audio tracks. And like muted the other ones just to hear like every breath. Literally.
It changes as soon as he finds out Clark is alive. He's just so taken aback with relief, shock. Shock is the biggest. It's like he got punched in the gut. Like he's just, I can't even imagine. His heart probably skipped a beat. Like
Like my heart skipped a beat. Then I knew Clark was alive. Like my heart was like gone.
Exactly. So true.
But no, when he like, yeah.
Oh my God, Rhea and Thomas. I want Blark to get into an argument and kiss.
Oh my God.
Oh, that would be amazing. Like if they're already canon and they get into an argument.
See, I would love that though, of like Clark wanting to race in to save Maddie or something, and Bellamy's like, no, like you're not doing this, and she's like, why? Like I need to save Maddie, and then Bellamy's like, he's just so sure that I can't lose you.
I think they're gonna balance each other out in that way.
Oh my God! But what if he?
If Maddie was like in trouble, Bellamy would be like, "You're not going without me. We're going to save that child together."
Exactly.
Like Bellamy would not argue with her to save a child. Never. So he would just be like, "Yeah, sure, we're going."
Oh my God! Well, don't forget we had that scene in the trailer of Bellamy like going in the dark with like the gun and then Clark behind him.
Oh my God! Yes, the one scene of Blark we got in the trailer in the dark.
Yeah,
when they're entering with guns. I don't know where it's
I talked about that to Bob.
Yeah, Bob said he couldn't tell us.
That's the only thing we got in the trailer. I love that they did that because like we had so much actually, and they showed nothing.
They showed us, and
that's amazing.
And
that's amazing.
Didn't put any Blark in any promo. For any episode.
Oh, the frustration.
The frustration with that promo.
Nothing.
It looked like the same thing we got
the next promo. We expected, honestly, in this promo for episode 4 to have
Bellamy and Clark. At least like the second, I don't know, are alone in the room. Like
I expected something, and maybe not hug. I even expected hug, maybe not hug, but at least talking or something, being in the same room. They didn't show.
Yeah, I thought they were going to tease that a little bit to get everybody freaking out. I'm surprised they didn't.
I saw a lot of people were concerned. A lot of people were like, "Oh my God, is this just going to be bunker centric like episode 2?" And it was like, "No, guys, like don't worry, like it's coming."
Well, no, because I think that they just didn't want to give anything away. That's why they didn't.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Exactly.
I love that.
I love that.
Like keep it a secret. Like make me angry at that. Like just 3 seconds, and I'm gonna love it.
I'd rather than not show it. Honestly. I don't
know. Me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't want anything to be spoiled.
Exactly. I don't want to see anything before the episode.
Yeah. So I
can't wait to see those.
Imagine putting the entire conversation in a sneak peek. Like,
imagine if they actually put a sneak peek of the conversation. I would murder them. I would kill them.
If they were gonna give away anything, they'd show them like standing together, like super briefly. But like, I don't want that. Like, I want the.
But even the promo pictures, they're not there. They're literally they're not giving us anything until they give us that scene. Maybe when Inside the episode comes out, maybe then
Inside they might show something.
They might show something. I don't know how they. Maybe
that's why I'm so excited for the next episode, because I know something's gonna happen. I know they're gonna talk, and I can't wait. And we don't know.
That's what's nice about it, is that we're sure like they're gonna get that alone time, because Jason told us. So it's like
it's really
like
nice.
Thank God it's like it kind of like we could rest easy knowing that they're gonna have that scene. And they're not just gonna like blow it off or anything.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Imagine them actually having
it was basically fanfic.
503 basically was fanfic. Like at this rate, like.
I love how Bob kept saying, he's like, Bellamy finds out through an avenue you wouldn't expect. And literally all of us expected him to find out through Maddie.
And remember all of us were guessing, we're like, what if that's what he expects we expect?
Yeah. When he said it, I'm like, so what if it's not Maddie then? We're like, Bob, everyone knows that.
You underestimate all of us.
That's like the only theory everyone knows about. Like literally, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Jason be like, I guess I'll throw them a bone and write fanfic like script.
You know what's funny to me was yesterday was like Jason's birthday. I don't know. And he was like, thank you for all the birthday wishes or whatever. I guess I picked a good week to turn like older. And I'm like, if you did that like 2 weeks ago, oh God, no.
Oh yeah.
Meredith goes. I just
lost
it. It's just all adding up. Richard saying he knows how Bellamy looks at Clark. Marie saying she knows but can't say anything. Eliza Bob talking about the ending. Lindsay saying 2 romances.
It's coming.
Everyone's
and Lindsay also saying you have a mess here.
You're like, your love life is a mess.
I know.
Oh yes, that interview.
We're so confident. We're so confident, like romantic the lark. Like when we hear stuff like this, when we like hear that there are 2 romances, we don't even flinch. We're just like, yeah, of course.
2 romances.
We're just like, yeah, of course, well, the lark is happening. This is just like confirmation, but like we're already so sure that it's like it's nothing. Nothing.
Exactly.
In the previous season, we were like,
if we had something like this in the previous season,
we would scream.
Exactly.
But now we're so confident that we're just like, yeah, of course. This is obvious.
Ending, of course.
Yeah.
What else would be in the end?
Yeah.
Jason said that he watches some reaction videos. It would be good to guess that Lmreactions and Drowning Fandomfeels are in the
Bob already admitted that he watches.
Yeah, Bob already admitted he watches both of our videos.
So
I will never be. I will never
get over that.
I remember you sending us that message.
Exactly. You murdered us.
We were so excited to tell you guys.
No, but that moment when we found out, like, I like screamed. We like screamed about. We were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, we were like,
just like, "No!" Like,
Jacqueline like grabbed onto his shoulder. She's like, "No, you don't."
No,
I could still cry about it. Honestly, like that means so much that he really takes the time to like.
No, I was literally like, how do I take Bob's voice just saying Lmreactions, like put it on every intro? How they do that? Oh my god!
I can't believe. So Jason definitely is very aware.
Well, do you remember? I don't know. During season 3, Jason constantly tweeted out reactions. Like I think he watches all the reactions.
Yeah, I think so too.
So honestly. Like he definitely saw like every single person pretty much. He knows.
He saw. I think Marcel was like when he said the thing about like drink responsibly on Cinco de Mayo. Marcel was like, "What if that was about us?"
Oh my god! Literally, Jason was like, "Drink responsibly." I looked at Jack and I'm like, "He's talking about us." Because he literally saw us like chugging a bottle of wine, like because of his show.
Yeah. Well. It definitely could have been because he definitely watches it. I mean, he even said like I'm more excited about your reaction videos than you guys are about the episodes.
Well, look, that's over-exaggerated.
He's over-exaggerated because like you cannot be more excited about the reaction.
And then he didn't tweet a single one of them.
I hope he enjoyed it. I hope he enjoyed our videos.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, maybe not the like bashing echo parts. But.
That's when he had put that up, Marcella. Like you came in my room, you had like your bob hat on, and you had like your bottle of wine. You were like, I'm giving him a reaction tonight. Like wait till he sees.
I didn't understand like half of what you said. I was trying. What happened there?
No, I said Marcella came in my room that night when she read that tweet, and she was like, "Oh, Jason wants a reaction. He's gonna get one." And you had like a bottle of wine in your hand. You had your Blake hat on, like.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
No, Jason.
I like that. He likes seeing the results of his torture.
I guess. So.
Yeah, definitely.
He had it coming. I mean, I'm
sure he enjoys watching everyone cry and scream.
Yeah,
and just
exactly. Yeah, I think that's what he enjoys.
I think that
the most.
feeds him.
I just can't stop thinking in my head the way that Bellamy said she is. Like that's just it.
I feel like that broke me. Like that was it. I don't know. I'm still like it was never this hard for me to like process things and like happened? Make
exactly because
like we always
there is so much depth in that.
There's so much like behind those just two words
because
and like it has never been harder for me to like even explain it all.
Exactly, and behind those looks and behind everything, it
was all too much. I don't know. It really
was. And the emotion in his face, Like, do you guys notice that after he says she is, he gets kind of choked up for a second. He like swallows and he looks like he's gonna cry. Like, it's just such a powerful scene.
She is what we heard. I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because like at that point, like I said, it was just like all the like before that, it was just like stone face. He was making a deal, and then like when he looks at her, just like all the emotions like cross his mind, and like Bob does this thing with his eyes that just always like he acts so much with his eyes. Like he doesn't have to say anything, but like his eyes say everything, and like that always just floors me. I don't know, and
It's like, I understand when, didn't Tiffany say, she was like, oh, somebody asked her, what song would you use to describe it? And they said Everything by Lifehouse. And I'm like, yes, like that makes so much sense. Like she's everything to him in that moment. Like,
yeah.
Well, it's right there in the script. Everything else melts away.
Everything melts away.
Yeah.
I can't believe the script said that though.
But it's not like literally, it's not like we all knew that.
Exactly, we all knew that.
Like,
we all saw that it was perfectly done. Exactly.
Yeah, but like even after like 6 years, they just went like, and it's nothing has changed. It's like everything is different, but like nothing has changed.
Exactly. That's what I love the most.
Like,
I love that nothing is really, like everything has changed, but nothing changed in the sense of how important they are to each other. And you know, that's why people who don't ship them, it's essential that these two characters mean so much to each other. That's part of the show. And I love that they said that straight up, like she is, like, I can't get over the way he looks at her there, the way that she just looks at him. And she has like this like smile almost on her face, and she's in so much pain, and Bellamy's the only thing that matters in that moment.
Like Eliza playing all those different emotions.
Yeah,
Eliza killed it.
Eliza completely killed it. Her facial expression.
I can't. Yes. Eliza killed that one. I don't know.
She did.
I felt everything.
No, that whole scene, just like everything. There's like not one thing where I'm just not. Even Charmaine's face, who's looking at Bella.
Exactly.
Charmaine's face.
Yeah.
Oh my god. She's literally, because like she's the one who's like, you killed 4 of our guys, now we're gonna kill 4 of your guys.
I expected her to be much ruthless than she actually
she's like she's like an eye for an eye. She's literally like, my 4 people, your 4 people. And then you see Bellamy, who's like, my 1 person, your 283.
And she was like shocked in my opinion. She couldn't believe what he actually said.
Yeah.
That's why she asked.
She's like, she must be pretty important to you.
You're like, really ready to kill 300 people for one.
Like,
to do something to that extent, like that is. And Bellamy's already felt that guilt from killing 300 people. Remember back in season 3, like he knows.
Did you say remember? Do you remember? Remember.
Like he would do that again. He'd go through that again.
Yeah. Oh my god. He would do anything for her to protect her. It just makes sense.
Oh my god. Do you remember when that episode aired, someone tweeted at Jason, they were like, was Bellamy thinking about Clark when he was saying that? And Jason was just like, good catch or something like that.
Good catch.
I don't know. And I was like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, Space Girl. I feel like that fact could be their leverage. I think that's gonna come back, and they're gonna use Bellamy.
I'm gonna love that. Okay, I'm gonna love that. I keep repeating the scene starts with Bellamy Blake. Like, give me all those scenes.
Yes, like exactly.
So yeah,
I'm gonna love that. I don't know. Milan, next time go to the floor. Yes,
that was.
We're still inviting Bob to our live discussion about how great
that
Come here, how much we love you, Bob. I didn't say that.
I really want to.
What should I say to him? Come here.
No, I really want to apologize to Bob for like the reactions, because like I tend to scream whenever he's on screen, and I just want to say that he is so much more than just a beautiful face.
Exactly.
But I can't control myself when I see him. So I'm just like, I'm so sorry. You're an amazing. First of all, you're an amazing person, and then actor, and then you're just like beautiful. But like I can't.
But like in that moment when,
so I have to like apologize to Bob. I'm so sorry.
If you like, I have gone through that scene so many times at this point, but like I've paused it at like every like microsecond, and Bellamy is like, when he first pulls up, he's looking at her, and she's in his vision on the floor right there. And then he looks at her again briefly, and then focuses fully in on Charmaine and making the deal. And then he looks at her again when he hears her like whimper, and after Maddie drives away, because then she sags with relief, and that's really when she shows a lot more emotion, you know, like now she can fully feel everything. And then he just looks at her. His face gets so soft when he's like walking towards her, like captivated, like. And then she's like, that's far enough, because Charmaine knows that Bellamy is drawn to go near to Clark, and the way that he looks at her, like after, he's like, oh my God, like we're not done here. And then that's when she's like, oh, she must be important to you, like.
No, that was I don't know what to do that whole scene.
Meredith, but he needed to let her know what she meant. That was him finally
exactly. I agree with that.
Like, realistically, he shouldn't have let them know how much she means to him. Like, but like at that point, like, what are you gonna say when she's like, well, 283 people for one, she must be important to you. No, she isn't. But like, you know, I like to be dramatic. Like, what else could he say?
Well, they could have blown that up. Like, he could have just either not answered or like they're all important. He could have been like, all my people are important to me. Yeah, they could have easily diverted that line, and they didn't. They chose to put Clark is important to him. Like, this is very important going forward.
I'm gonna put a Blark gif when I send it to Bob. You think that
you're still doing it. Oh no! I mean, we literally have been like, that scene is so much that we've literally been talking about it for like 3 hours now straight. I feel like that scene is just like so much. There's like so much behind that, like every fucking move and every fucking scene and every fucking like the way it was filmed, everything was just, I can't believe what they did with that.
And I love the way that Bellamy like puts his fist up, and then that's when Maddie just drives away. Like, it's kind of like, oh, I forgot there's a child here waiting for me to like give the signal.
But like he made a plan in the car with her. Like, they talked about that on the way there.
Yeah. And I mean, oh my God.
And how
Clark's relief
that was it. Like, Clark's relief, like, he sent Maddie away.
Because, I can't, honestly.
I don't know where I read it, but there was something like Bellamy and Clark are still like completely connected, that they know what each other is thinking, and they know, like, I don't know.
He knows that
that like she's important to him, like, so he's like saves her and sends her back, so like the Clark wouldn't worry about her. And like, I don't know.
Maddie, no. And then Bellamy in the car, Maddie, no.
I didn't even catch that.
No.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like, they're still so in sync. Like, that, again, those words were done on purpose. Oh, yeah, in the script, so close yet so far. Basically, Blark, honestly.
Oh my God.
Hopefully next episode so close.
Next episode only close.
No space.
They better release the script to the Hug. Like, just, I want that script after.
They're going. Like,
I think so.
During season 4, every scene we got was the scene we wanted. There's not one scene in season 4 that we didn't get that we wanted.
No, I want the scene with Maddie telling Bellamy that she's.
No, that is
why didn't we get
it? That one where I was like, why the fuck did you cut that out?
We want exactly.
I wanted that moment. I want to see what's happening inside his head.
Yeah. When he heard Clark knew you would come.
Yeah.
What do you mean Clark knew I would come? Where?
Who's Clark?
He's in trouble. And then Monty comes in. What about the people in the bunker? And then I love that you see Bellamy like shake his head for a second. Like, he's like that doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. You're telling me Clark is alive, but the bunker people are still not around. Like, he was just so confused.
No.
But it's so interesting to me that he was literally listening religious people talking about how Clark and
he didn't know they were talking about Clark.
Literally.
Oh, I was like, holding my breath there because I was like, what if they like really? I was like, what if this is gonna happen? Like, I was not ready for any of this, but like, I was just like, what if now he hears like Clark's voice?
I know, like the description of like, oh, she knows the terrain. Like, if they just said she's blonde,
oh
then
my God,
that would have given
pretty. And I was like, Yeah, he should have said that she's blonde and feisty and pretty, and her name is Clark.
I think just everything.
He would have started hyperventilating.
Yeah. And then did you see that Sachin tweeted? Sachin was like, Bellamy knows or something. And it was just like, no, he doesn't. Like, I think he was thinking it was Octavia.
Scared me when he says that.
I think he thought it was Octavia.
Oh. Yeah.
What, Octavia?
No, Sachin had tweeted Bellamy knows during that part.
Bellamy knows what? That it was Clark?
Yeah, that's what Sachin had said, but I think he thought it was Octavia.
Yeah, because Bellamy didn't know it was Clark. Bellamy thinks Clark is dead. I don't know.
Yeah, I just think that Bellamy thought that there were problems on the ground. I don't think he thought it was Octavia who was running.
He just knew he had to be down there.
I just think he was worried about Octavia. But
yeah,
I don't
like
think
there's
he was
a possibility that
exactly. If there is a slight possibility, and
we have to go down there.
I'm going down there. Yeah.
The back and forth though, like the filming of that, like the continuous of like, oh my God, the radio, he can hear the radio now. Like, you know, how convenient he didn't hear it for 6 years, you know?
Exactly. I know. Oh.
Now it works. Because now they're on the gravity thing, how they explained it. It was just like,
oh. Everybody needs to go retweet what I just tweeted so Bob comes hang out.
Oh God. Then we have to be careful what we say. Wait, let me. I don't know. Maybe Bob. What time is it?
After, yeah.
I don't know. It was just everything was. Yeah, and Sachin saying after all this time, always. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's sweet.
That was great.
No, everything was just. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what to do with any of that. It was all. Oh God. Oh, we didn't even mention. Did we mention? What? I don't know. About like when they were up in space, like Clark's not here, and like I left Clark to die.
I felt so attacked. He got so like that was a way to get. That was like Bellamy was triggered. Like that was Murphy's way of getting to him.
Bellamy was triggered.
that hit such a sore spot. Like.
Yeah, but Murphy knew that was the way to get to Bellamy, was to be like, oh, it's Clark.
Yes, that's what I love. Like, he used that.
He used that because exactly.
Yeah, I love that. And I just saw Bellamy when he, like, had to, like, take a second. When he said, I left Clark to die, and I, like,
that's when I broke.
Wait, how many times did he say Clark's name? You counted, right?
He counted. It was 5 times.
Wait, 3 before he found out she's alive, and then Clark is alive, and then...
What was the last one?
Was it only 4? I thought it was one more time. Oh yeah, I won't let anything happen to Clark.
Yes, that's it. I knew there was another one, but I forgot. Yeah.
And that doesn't even count what he was probably saying in his head.
Like, so true, though. So true.
Oh my God. That's cool.
I love how he's like, I won't let anything happen to Clark. I promise. Like the way he reassures Maddie, and he's like, I promise. Like I won't let anything happen to Clark because he's not going to. He knows what it's like to let something happen to Clark, where he's
exactly. And also Maddie knew that she could trust him.
Yeah, Maddie didn't take a second. She was just like, of course you're gonna save Clark. Like that's just what happens always. Like
I know. Like. I want to know what Maddie told him in the Rover. Like, what did she?
Yeah, me too. Honestly,
like, me too. Did she say that I've been with Clark for 5 years, like 6 years? Did she say, "Oh, Clark found me a few months in"? Like, what exactly?
Probably a little of the backstory that we necessarily didn't have to hear. Exactly. Like, we were together for like 6 years, and like that's it.
Survived. And
yeah. Exactly. My name is Maddie. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm a new daughter.
I think important part is talk to you every day for 200.
We're gonna leave that for later.
I hope that we're leaving that for.
Yeah, Meredith, we also need to talk about Bellamy side-eyeing Echo several times during the episode. Like, there's, like, untrust. Like, when she pulls out her sword, he just kind of looks at her like, we don't need that.
She's so mad. Like, what is, like, it's a kid. Literally, it's a kid. So, like, calm down.
Yeah, but honestly,
that too, yeah.
For people, right? She killed 4 people.
She did kill 4 people.
In that moment, she just put to an.
Yeah, I mean, she did have a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, still, it's a kid. I don't think your first instinct would be like, oh, like swords.
Yeah, but she did have that's why Bellamy's arm was like this, and that's why he's like, she's just a kid. Like,
yeah, yeah.
That trust, back on the ground, I think it's going to bring a lot of memories of how bad she was to them, I think that's going to come out.
Hayden Kick said, when Charmaine said she must be pretty important to you, imagine all the thoughts running through his head. That's why I love the edits, because he edits at that part when it stops, and then it flashes through everything. Like, that's my favorite thing.
I know. Because, like, he literally, with that he makes you remember everything.
Exactly.
It makes you flash in your head, like, just like all the things they went through.
Yeah, and makes you feel.
It makes you feel like I don't know
how long.
I don't know how they did that, but like I feel it's been 6 years.
Exactly.
I feel like it's been such a long time.
Exactly.
I know, like they made us feel that too.
Yeah, and they only had like two episodes. No, they only had one episode before that first one to show us something, and they did it so.
I don't know how they did that, because like I feel
they changed characters in the way they would have changed, and we literally felt like it's been 6 years.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that.
I'm just so happy that we're back, like we're officially back, like Bellamy and Clark are now together, and probably gonna be together like the rest of the season. Like, I'm so happy about that.
They're not separating. They're not separating after this.
I can't see them separating.
No, me neither. But like now the season has truly begun. Like Bellamy and Clark are in the same place. Not like now shit is gonna get down. Like,
it'll be interesting when we bring Echo back in, when she really sees Clark again, and we get that reunion of like with Clark and Monty and Harper and all that. Like it'll be interesting when we see all that come together.
I can't wait.
Yes, but like that is one of the things I can't imagine actually at all. Like we talked about this, but like I can't even.
I don't know how that's gonna turn out.
I don't know how it's gonna be like with Echo and Clark, and how Clark's gonna find out about that.
And how they're gonna deal with that.
Yeah.
Everything. I have no idea, but
I don't.
Oh yeah, 09 Tiff. Bellamy thinks about Clark's words from the season 4 finale. We've been through a lot, you and I.
Oh my god, what did I mention the other day when we were talking to Meredith? Oh my god, I was thinking, like, okay, so you know how we're thinking, like, in the finale, like, the feelings are gonna get brought up? What if Bellamy starts by saying to Clark, we've been through a lot together, you and I, and kind of flips it on her in that way? And then, like, that's how he leads into, like, telling her feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop.
Yeah, I would be dead on the ground.
No, there will be. Someone would have to, like. I'm not even kidding. I would have to have like 911 on speed dial. Yeah. I don't know how to survive that.
I would go on the floor with you then.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would do that.
Let me be a nerd and say Clark's mission from the season 4 soundtrack starts with melody that plays during Bellamy's decision, and the rest played while Clark climbed the tower. But if you listen at 3:03, that was also played when Bellamy said she is. Bellamy is returning, completed Clark's mission.
Kill me.
I don't feel well. I don't feel well. I'm like very impressed with people who notice stuff like that.
Yeah,
soundtrack, because I don't pick those stuffs up when it's instrumental.
Oh god, I'm gonna cry. Bellamy returning, completed Clark's mission. Like, stop. That's all that I can't handle this.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
No. No, oh my god, I can't believe it.
I can't believe, like, guys.
No, I'm like, I don't even know how to handle this whole season.
Like now she's complete. Now that like the head and the heart, like they're back together, and now like they're never gonna separate again. It's stupid.
I wouldn't say ever again.
Can you leave me alone?
Yeah, I wouldn't say ever again. Don't think
we're watching here.
What is the kind of sleep again?
As long as they don't get
separated. No. Wait, but. What was the book Jason recommended, Bob?
I don't know. Let's not.
What was it? The Last Man on Earth?
The Sparrow.
The Sparrow.
I'm gonna read that book. I swear to God.
I really need to. I'm so curious.
like there has to be a different meaning to that, because I'm not. Why the fuck is it gonna be last man? What the fuck does that even mean? Like I don't know what that means.
Nothing good.
Well, I don't want that. I want to be happy once. Like just.
And all of Lag Crew starts to cry.
No.
Lag Crew suddenly starts scavenging for tissues.
Oh yeah, did you guys catch the line that Echo says, like, "Oh, you're afraid of an empty ship"? I thought that was so funny that they threw that line in there.
That she said you're afraid of an empty ship. Oh, like what? Bellamy and Echo are the empty ship?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how we said that.
I didn't think about that immediately.
Well, when she said that, Mimo was like, "Hi, you're stupid. It's not empty."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we took it a different way.
We took it a different way.
No, in her defense.
What do you mean, her defense?
And she's like, "I don't care. She's
Just
stupid."
let me.
We think that was the message, like you're afraid of an empty ship, because there's nothing to Becca, like, you know.
No, I don't think anyone's afraid of Becco. I think that's like
No
one's afraid of Becco. I think everyone's just annoyed that like
We have to
watch that. We all know it's
more
gonna fall
episodes.
apart, but like.
But I'm just very excited for the Balrog scenes that's gonna get
Because of the
Becco.
Becco.
Exactly because of the Becco.
Yeah.
So like.
yeah, that's true, exactly.
Right.
That's when it comes down to, like, we don't like it, but it's there for a reason. Like, we've all come to terms with it. Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like, we'll I don't know, we'll handle it.
I'm throwing a party when Balark happens. Guys, let me just say, I cannot wait for our live chat to say Balark is canon. Like, kids, you know how amazing that's gonna be? Like, one day.
Like, I know it's coming. I know that's coming, but it doesn't sound realistic in my head.
Exactly.
We've been waiting so long.
I'm 100% sure for the first time in my life that they're gonna get together by the end of the season, that they're gonna kiss. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah,
I literally can't imagine it otherwise, but yet I still can't just picture them kissing, and me getting that and me talking about how Clark and Bellamy kiss. I
It's every fan fiction comes to life.
No, I don't. Like, we all know it's coming. I know it's coming in like what, 2 months?
Yeah.
And it's like, I still can't. Because it's been like 4 fucking years, 5.
Oh my
God! How long?
You guys like imagine like in another like 2.5 months, like 3 months, like we're just gonna be like we're canon, like Blark's canon. That's it. We're together, like everything.
Oh my God! I'm gonna gloat so hard at all the people who said they're like brother and sister.
I'm never gonna
find all of those people and be like, suck it.
I don't think you will.
I won't. I'll be too happy to rub it in anyone's faces. But in my mind, I'll be very smug about it.
Exactly.
But we won then. Like,
we won.
Oh yeah.
We
won. Oh my God.
Yeah, then Mary
won whatever happened.
Another one that they mentioned the word ship. Like, it's like, oh, this is a ship with a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I feel yes. What? When they were coming close to the Legion's ship, and Rain was like, "This is a ship with a story to tell," and the reaction literally said Balark to that.
Oh my God.
But like we cut it out because I was like, "Calm down."
Yeah. It was that reaction.
Yeah, I remember that. No, my God.
Yeah, and I remember that was going around last week. The whole like the platonic soulmates, like when Jason said, "Oh, non-romantic ship," like they're not romantic right at that moment. Now we're romantic. Like, I don't even care. Bellamy said Clark's important. Everybody else can go home. Like, that's it. We're saying Clark's important.
No, like I don't even blink when I hear like platonic soulmates. I'm like, great.
Exactly.
You literally said the word soulmates, and they are platonic because they hadn't crossed that line, and like, sure, that's fine.
From what I
they're gonna cross that line.
Exactly. From what I hear when you say that is that soulmate.
That's what I heard.
So
the platonic thing is gonna get fixed. So like whatever. There's a soulmate.
Exactly.
Bob was on an hour ago because he liked Jessica Harmon's tweet.
Bob was on Twitter an hour ago.
Like, why didn't he come say hello?
Because he's not gonna comment. Imagine that. Imagine everybody would all die.
I'd be on the floor.
I don't even know what we would all do.
Yeah, he would be a live video of us dying on screen.
Yeah.
Like, he would come to watch us and we'd all just be on the floor and it would just be like the backgrounds in our videos.
No, I would be very mad if I died before the Ballard kiss. I would be very mad. Like,
We
you
have
can't
to
kill
do
me
our
for
best.
that. God.
Yeah, we were always scared about that.
Literally, just like
whatever happens, just not before.
Literally, we're like about to cross the street, and it's like red for us, like we shouldn't cross the street, but like there are no cars, and we're like, should we just cross it? And like let's not, because if we die, we're not gonna see the blood kiss.
Honestly,
that's what stops us from crossing the red light.
We live for Blark.
That's so funny.
I mean, it sounds sad, but like,
But no,
I mean, this is how we live now.
It's
This is how
very
we live
true.
now. What it's gonna do?
Yeah, Echo is gonna have a scene sulking in the snow alone. Did you guys hear about that?
Yes. I read that interview. She's gonna be sulking because like she'll know that Bellamy's in love with Clark. So like that's what's gonna happen.
Exactly. Like it's gonna be like this moment of like
She's gonna build
like
a snowman by herself or something.
Do you want to build a snowman? No.
down there too. Like I thought somebody I saw on Twitter was talking about that. Like, you know, Echo left. There's Asgata people down there that are gonna come up and you know.
There's Asgata people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let her find new friends.
No, honestly.
Maybe she has her like long lost love down there.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Lmreactions here. Hi, Olivia.
Hey.
If the next hiatus as what this one, I don't think we'll never have a hiatus as long as this. I don't think because even if it comes back in April, May again, it still won't be long.
It's not gonna be that long. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't think. I think we'll be okay. Like we won't have.
No. If it's
we survive 11 months, we'll be fine.
What?
So if we could survive 11 months, we'll be okay. Like we already went through.
Yeah. No.
What do you mean we'll be okay?
Well, I mean, when they announced,
I'm not gonna like it, but I know I'll make it somehow.
No, but do you remember when they announced that it was gonna air in April, like an hour before
my
that?
God, I will never forget.
Oh, I hated that day. Tiffany said,
but at the same time, Tiffany saved us from the biggest disappointment in our lives.
Yeah, when she said like good and bad news
for the 100,
and then a person in French tweeted,
"I will forever
news
say that
of the 100th cancellation coming." And I was like,
already. No, I can't explain how we were feeling. We were on the phone those 20 minutes while we were waiting, and those were the worst 20 minutes. I can't explain how. Honestly.
No, I literally like turned off my emotions. I was like dead inside.
My tears, they were just going and going.
I was like, I have to turn it off, otherwise I'm gonna die. And then they're like,
there's all those people that were trying to get
comment. There's a comment.
And then it's airing in April. I'm like,
Right, exactly.
Fine, who cares?
Really.
There's a comment Kayla was sending. Goes, she replaces Bellamy with Olaf.
What?
You know Olaf the snowman from Frozen?
Yeah.
She replaces Bellamy with Olaf. She replaces Bellamy with the snowman.
It's not that funny, but I just like.
I mean, that's just one more in line of her bad decisions, so whatever. Unrealistic.
Oh, happy birthday, Harry B.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What do you?
Oh yeah, how do y'all feel about Zeke and Raven? I'm excited to see their scenes together. I really am. But I'm excited for Mervyn more. But I am excited about Zeke.
I will always
if you don't give me Mervyn, then please give me good relationship and good development between Zeke and Raven. I would really love to see Raven in a good relationship. I mean, romantic. She never had that, and it would be really nice to see that finally.
I loved Wick. I'm just gonna say I loved Wick. I'm really sad because I loved them together.
They were really funny, honestly.
Yeah, they were just hilarious. I love them. But whatever. I'm like Mervyn trash, and I will always want that to happen. But like, I don't think they're gonna give that to us. So I'm gonna be fine with Raven and Zeke because he is adorable and he is just I don't know. I love him.
Cute. He's gonna be a really good character. I think so. And I just can't picture them together really.
Zed White said, do you feel like both Murphy and Raven will both get back to Earth or not? They're gonna get back to Earth. I just don't know how. I really don't. I can't.
It has to do something with the Allegiance people.
The Allegiance people.
I feel like Zeke is gonna come up first to get them.
As we find out, I think Zeke was like pilot or is like that.
Yeah, something. I don't know if I remember correctly.
But something like that. So I think he's gonna help. He's gonna
go up there or whatever.
Well, I think more Allegiance people are gonna wake up, like because we saw that one of them had woken up. So I think that more are gonna wake up, and Murphy and Raven are gonna defeat them. And remember, in the trailer, we have that torture scene, which looks like it's on the prisoner ship. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that was on the ship.
I think that's the next episode.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I swear, I completely switched to I thought you were talking about the guy who had that thing in his stomach. No. Yeah, the Raven scene. I think
when
maybe
episode 5.
I think that's the next episode.
No, that's gonna be next episode. I think that I don't know if they'll have time for next episode. I think maybe it'll lead into 5. Like maybe they'll do something.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they wake up in 4, like because the Allegiance people on the ground somehow managed to wake them up at the end of the episode, and then episode 5 is like hell for Murphy and Raven, or something like that.
But there's no escape ship on board. Remember, that's what Raven was like. There's no escape pod. Like, there's no way.
There's no way that they're gonna get down without somebody else getting them.
Yeah.
They have to go up and get them.
Yeah, and so, I mean, there is 300
because
people
they have their people up there, so they're definitely gonna want to go up there.
They were planning to go and get them when they find out that.
Zeke was in that scene of Raven being tortured up in space. So that means then that can't be next week or episode 5.
Then it can't be next week.
Are we sure? Because we're not sure. We just saw him point the gun. Doesn't mean he was necessarily there at that moment. They just cut it like that.
That's true. That could have been cut to be like a trick.
Yeah, I really can't imagine him actually torturing someone.
Exactly. I don't think. I don't
that's
think
true.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really have no idea how they're gonna get down. I love that Murphy staring out the window was like son of a, and then it cut off. Like he's so annoying. He's just so annoying. And then
I love that whole scene. It was so funny. I love that Raven laughed at him.
Exactly.
I love that Raven was laughing that they were both gonna die.
Yeah. You're just like, this just fits.
And she was like, thanks.
Yeah, she was like, thanks. Dying alone would have sucked.
We were so insulted though when Amori was like, let John stay. Like,
oh my god, I was like, shut up, Amori. I love you.
I'm sorry, but when she said that, I got so pissed at her. I can't
say no. Excuse me, that's not nice. And then she redeemed herself by actually helping them get down to Earth. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I love that scene when they smiled.
Yeah, I love that scene, but it didn't really do enough for me because she wanted John to be alone there.
Oh, I love this. Halo Ascending. If love is weakness becomes a theme in this season, and now the enemy has seen Clark as Bellamy's weakness, and vice versa, do you believe that will make them realize their love for each other since they can't bear losing one another again? If they do the love is weakness thing, because remember, I'm pretty sure that's coming back from Octavia saying that, so maybe that is going to be a theme of the season.
Yeah, definitely. I think so.
Oh, maybe.
I think so. I think it's going to be mentioned.
Especially
just switch to Serbian.
But she knows Maddie's Clark's weakness too. Like she can use Maddie against Clark.
Yeah.
Well, everyone has. Yeah, there are too many weeknesses there.
Well,
like,
our group,
what the fuck? You just pick any random person, everyone's just weak. I don't know. Yeah, no, they're not gonna have a fun time with that. I feel like, yeah, definitely love is weakness might be a theme there. But also I feel like they mentioned a lot, like my people, your people, whatever. Like that thing is gonna go around.
I don't, yeah, that's gonna be, but I don't like that.
I don't like
we have to find a weakness.
I hope that we're gonna get past that at some point, but.
Well, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Like our group, their weaknesses are the relationships within like each other. And the Allegiance people don't care about one another like that, like clearly. So like they're not each other's weaknesses in that way.
Yeah.
That's like the
I agree. They're just, I don't know, they're definitely gonna use that against us. I'm gonna love that.
I mean,
because,
they can.
Yeah. Because like Bellamy literally said, I will give up whatever for Clark. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't the smartest move.
I mean, who wouldn't use that again?
Yeah. So I actually don't know, because I don't know in what kind of like relationship Bellamy and Clark and like the Allegiance guys are gonna be in. Because,
me neither. I don't know.
Because it's not like Bellamy and Clark are gonna be on Octavia's side. They're gonna be in the middle. So I don't know if there's gonna be like people who are in between them who like try to make peace between them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm struggling with that.
I'm still with. I can't even go and think about that, because I don't know what's gonna be the problem here.
Yeah, we don't know the conflict, because I'm like, there's enough space.
Why exactly?
This episode felt like
otherwise. Yeah.
This episode felt like the premiere, because now this was the first episode with no flashbacks. You know, this was the episode of like we're in the present tense consistently.
Yeah, they set up the whole thing in those two episodes.
Exactly.
They did it perfectly, and now we just like hit the ground running.
Yeah, exactly.
And Bellamy and Clark are reunited, and like now the season can start.
Yeah.
Well, that's why in that article I have to send you guys that article that we had read, but it said sleeping giants was actually, you could say, a term for Bellamy and Clark. Like they were sleeping giants and now they're together again.
Oh, I saw that.
And the whole episode just revolved around the reunion in some way. Like that's what it built up to in the very end.
Yeah, definitely. That was like highlighted. But I also just, again, let's go back to that scene that we keep mentioning. What I also just loved is like the way, I mean, the she is thing was just like so highlighted in that episode. Like that's how the episode ended. Like everything paused when she said she must be important to you. Like they showed this face,
and the music,
everything like slowed down for just like that fucking scene. And like The 100 isn't a show that like revolves around necessarily romance. But like everything just slowed down because like that was the most important scene. I mean, that was like the most important line of that whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, like if you think of the way other episodes have ended, this was such a romantic ending. It really was. Like that's what we had built it up to. And Jason has said so many times that he knew that was such an important moment for Bellamy and Clark, you know? And I love the respect that he gave that scene. You know, like he gave that moment what it needed.
Yeah. No, that moment, I honestly couldn't imagine a better reunion. I couldn't. Because like in their reunion, just like what?
We're getting that next week.
We're getting them alone.
Yeah. We're getting them alone.
Oh God, don't even say that to me, because I don't know what to do with that.
I
can't imagine it. I cannot.
I can. I've been picturing so many times. I can't imagine it.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. It is a lot.
Oh gosh.
I know.
This show literally runs my life. It does.
I live.
Like
at this point, I'm telling you, we can't cross a street not thinking about Bellamy and Clark and
no. Usually we're very good at like when a show ends and goes on hiatus, we don't think about the show anymore.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter how much we love the show, but like when it goes on pause, we like pause it. The 100, when that goes on pause,
we are
just
still there.
We rewatch it. We're constantly on Tumblr there, like constantly on Twitter there. It doesn't leave us. We're 24/7 in that. That hasn't
we can watch as many shows as is possible to watch in that period of time. We're still in the 100.
Yeah, we're gonna just reference the 100 whatever happens.
Exactly. It's all about 100. It really is.
Exactly. In every show we are reacting to, we managed to reference 100.
I don't even know.
I think we just did that last night.
What were we watching? Was it something in Westworld?
Why do I feel like it was?
I feel like it was a moment in Westworld. And I just don't remember what it was. It was just like, how the hell did we manage to say Bulwark?
You can literally find Bulwark and everything. Yeah. You can literally find 100 and everything if you want to.
Oh, there was a moment we were watching Supergirl a couple weeks ago too. And they were like, one of the bad guys was chanting something and it sounded like Bulwark. And we looked at each other and we're like, Bulwark?
when it was with Abernathy and Dolores. And I think we were like, oh, she lost her dad, but it was like nothing compared to Bellamy losing Clark or something like that.
I don't remember.
Like just something always.
Yeah.
But nothing really has to happen. I'm telling you, literally, there was something in Vikings, and nothing happened. Literally, nothing happened. And Laura,
they got on the boat.
Exactly.
They got in a boat.
And on the same time, we started.
In peace, may you leave the shore and love.
Did it.
I don't even know why we did that.
At the same time, like
it's ridiculous. Yeah, the Stranger Things thing was very obvious.
When
he was radioing 11, I was like, "This is fucking Bulwark."
What kind of
and it was days and stuff like
something the 100, and it actually makes sense.
Exactly,
and actually could know what we were talking about.
Yeah, we did. I remember that one too.
Yeah,
that was ridiculous.
Let's see if there's any other questions that we didn't talk about.
We kind of answered all the questions pretty much.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We've talked about this so much. If one main character were to die in this season, who do you suspect it will be? Putting all bias.
I'm still going with Kane.
Yeah, I'm still going with Kane too. I'm now maybe even putting Indra there, but I'm not sure if it's my wishful thinking. I'm joking.
No. Indra started the season well.
Yeah, she started it well. She had 1 or 2 good scenes. So
she's slowly redeeming herself in our eyes.
Abby's not gonna die.
Abby's not gonna die because they wouldn't do that to Clark.
Exactly. I mean, I love Kane much than Abby.
Yeah, she said it. She was like, I think there's Thray. Or something like that she had mentioned.
I think it would be, but I don't. I'm not sure if she means like 3 really important character or like McCreary, because he's gonna be in the entire season in every possible.
It could be Charmaine, actually. That could be 2, 3. I don't know.
I would literally kill everyone except Charmaine from the new guys, honestly, because I find her very interesting.
No, didn't they say that Henry Ian, his pilot got picked up from Fox or something like that? So,
yes. Is that something?
By Kane.
I mean, we are having one really big that everyone cried about on the set.
And Kane is the only person I can think of.
Exactly, Kane is the only one. Exactly. So I really think he's the one that we are gonna all cry about.
Oh, maybe that would really affect Octavia if it's Indra. That would affect.
But Indra wouldn't affect that big that. I think it affects more people than just Octavia or someone. Mm-hmm. So I think
and also just like the actress said that Kane and Abby's story is tragic, heartbreaking, painful. I mean, that doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound promising.
That really doesn't sound good.
It might be Abby because, I don't know if they do that to Clark again, but Clark has Maddie now.
Yeah, but still, I
don't know. And I think Abby's finally getting season where she's gonna have.
I feel like I'm gonna love Abby.
I feel like finally she's not doing everything just to protect and save Clark. And I think I'm gonna love that. So I don't want to I don't know. Yeah, exactly. In that moment.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see Abby with Maddie. It's gonna be
that is actually kind of interesting. I haven't really thought about that much.
Like,
oh my god.
All of a sudden, and
Abby and Maddie, like she's a grandmother now, literally.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how that's gonna go. We all know that Clark and Abby are gonna have different relationship now. I think so, honestly.
They what did they say? They literally switched roles. Like Clark is gonna be protective over
Abby, and I'm not sure how that. I mean,
so I don't know what Abby turned into.
I can understand. I think she is gonna change really a lot because of the bunker and everything they've been through in there, and we saw her pictures, and she was all completely different. She was completely different. So I can't wait to see that, honestly.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be after season 1 where I really loved Abby. I think this is gonna definitely be my favorite.
It's gonna be the best season. I think I really
definitely.
Already, every episode that we get is always like my favorite. Like I love the bunker episode, and last episode was my favorite. Like I love the build up to the reunion.
Every episode is better than previous one, honestly. Yeah. And this season started by far the best from any season so far, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think that Harper is gonna die. Because Chelsea had put up like a thing about season 6 or something. Like I don't think
don't do that.
Let me just tell you.
If Harper dies, I die. Look, no. If Miller dies, I will murder someone.
Yeah, but if Harper dies, I'm gonna kill someone also, honestly, because
I don't think they will. I really don't think they
will. I think Chelsea should
maybe 10 like from the original of the 100. Honestly, we maybe have
like
maybe
almost
10
all
of
the 100 die. Maybe tragic.
Exactly. If they kill one more.
No.
Yeah. Well, can you? I don't want to see Monty's reaction to losing Harper. Like, no.
Oh, no.
I don't want to see my reaction to losing Harper, honestly. What Monty?
No.
I loved how it showed though when Bellamy found out that Clark was alive. It put so much emphasis on Bellamy's reaction, and even though when it showed Harper, when it put so much emphasis on Bellamy. But even when it was showing that emphasis on him, the camera panned to Harper and Monty looking.
Harper's face was
looking at Bellamy.
She was just like.
Yeah. No, what I loved about like her looking at him was that in 413, when they were like leaving Clark behind, she again looked at Bellamy
exactly, and really sadly. So
and then just like
I saw that parallel. Oh my god, that gets that on Tumblr. Like the two next to each other.
I love that. I really love
it. It was amazing. It really was. I think that I would love to see a conversation with Bellamy and Harper. Like, it would be really cool if we got to see them talk.
Yeah. I never thought about that, but it would be really good.
Right? Like, we never get that. Like, everybody, like, ignores Harper, really, except Monty.
We had that one conversation when she said, like, take care of them for us.
That's I love that. That conversation, that sentence broke me, because that just sums up what
our delinquents
exactly and what they mean to each other.
I know. And just her face though, like going back to her face when she looks at Bellamy, it's literally just like his whole world just came back to him, you know, like, and I feel like for her, you know, they obviously mourned Clark too, but I guess to her it's kind of like if she lost Monty and Monty came back to her or something, like it was just this look of like she's back to you, and it was just so nice.
Well, I mean, that's why they looked over at Bellamy, because, like, no matter how much they cared about Clark, like, Bellamy's
the one, yeah.
Exactly.
And then, like, you're gonna look at him.
Oh my god, his face, though, when he was like, I left Clark behind, I'm not doing that again. And then, like, the way that it cut off, like, that pause in between spoke so much.
That killed me. I didn't expect we're gonna get that. All I expected in this episode was actually that he's gonna find out that she's alive, and that already had me like floored.
Yeah.
And we got so much more.
Yeah.
And that's like I wasn't ready at all. I really wasn't ready at all.
Oh yeah, remember how Monty looked at Clark when they lost contact with Bellamy in 405? Yes, like everybody knows how much Bellamy and Clark mean to each other, and now Clark knows how much he still
I mean, and Monty, when he like looked at Bellamy, he like screamed like, "We can't lose Clark!" Like 302.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah,
they all know. Like they all, literally everyone knows. Like Charmaine now knows.
yeah. Everybody knows.
Exactly.
And, yeah, but now Clark knows how important she is to Bellamy. Now she has no doubt because 6 years is a lot. Like, could she? Like, I'm sure she probably wondered, like, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree. There is no
That's why
possibility.
that was so important.
Yeah.
Because like it's been 6 years. Like she doesn't know what he feels. Like
exactly.
Whatever.
He doesn't know anything.
And then the guy comes like with a cup, I mean, with a fucking mug,
and risk his life and says
to save her.
That in the universe, like out of all the things that the mug could have said, like it could have said mom, like it could have said, like there are so many different things that they could have done.
Bad in the world, I tell you.
And with that mug, he's threatening to kill 300 people. Yeah. I just can't. That's hilarious to me.
That's
honestly.
hilarious.
It really is great. It's perfect. I love people like
that is perfect Bellamy scene. No, I love that. I don't know. I don't know how they could have done episode 3 any better, honestly.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was incredible.
I think every episode, I feel like this season is just going to surpass what we've already seen. And
I agree.
I'm curious actually to see if episode 4 is gonna be better, because like I feel like every person who got advanced episodes, I feel like there was like so much hype about 503 and not that much hype about 504. And like Bellamy and Clark gonna talk there. Like how is there not as much hype there? I don't understand.
For me, just knowing that they're gonna be in the same room and talk and hug or hug more times. Exactly. It just surpassed already everything before. So I don't know how there is no.
I know. It's just, I know, like right now it doesn't feel like it's gonna get much better than like what we have, but it probably is. Like they're gonna be in the same room, and like, I don't know how we're gonna survive, guys. I really don't.
We're not. If that happens like that, that has to happen like in the first half of the episode, because like
that's gonna happen.
Right? So like how do we continue watching the episode? Like
I don't know. Like these hugs have to happen early in, because it's probably a continuation from.
I don't know how we are gonna continue, honestly.
Yeah, how are we gonna I don't know how to continue watching the episode. We're gonna have to pause for a bit.
Exactly.
And then like
we have to pause
and then like continue.
But like if it's in the beginning, that's like all I'm gonna think about the rest of the episode.
It has to listen, they have to hug and then it's commercial because it needs to give me a break. That's what I need, a commercial.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have commercials. We have to pause.
We're watching live, so we can't pause actually. And, like,
I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then I didn't even think like that is maybe worse. Like if you watch live, like you can't pause. Like you have to just like go through.
Yeah, exactly.
And like we can't. There's so many times we were just like we fucking pause. Like we actually didn't pause this one episode.
Yeah.
But like we paused
4:13.
4:30. We paused so many times.
Exactly.
Because we were just like, okay, let's pull ourselves together and let's continue.
Exactly.
That was
I remember rewatching the I got you for that scene. I remember rewatching that.
Oh my God. I can't. I feel so blessed that we have new Blarg footage to rewatch, because like I rewatch their scenes like every day for my hiatus, like, and it's so nice that I have new footage to rewatch.
Right? I love how there's new footage now in all the fan videos too.
Yeah. I just kept watching that, and I forgot that any other scene exists. Like before that scene, I just watched every scene pretty much.
Yeah.
But like now that we have this scene, I'm just rewatching that scene, and I don't even remember what else. I mean, I remember, but like I don't even watch any other. Like this is gonna hold me until until the next week, and then I'm just gonna rewatch that scene like forever.
Oh my God, July May said it'll start with Clark Griffin. Now Bellamy's revealed his weakness. Imagine if they parallel that or something, and they say start with Clark. Like, can you imagine if they do something like that?
Like I'm gonna love that. I mean, I don't want Clark to get tortured. Someone has to save her before like she gets tortured. But like I love that with Stardust Bellamy Blake. That was like I died.
Exactly.
So like do that. I'm down for that. Like just don't hurt no one.
I hope they will. I honestly
But like do that. That would be such a also do you know what else would be a very big lost opportunity for the love of God? Now when they meet and they have that talk, for the love of God, please have her mention his beard. Just like give me that.
I know.
Give me that. That's so
I'm not, yeah.
that would be such a missed opportunity.
I would love him to mention like the red in her hair or something. Like they look so different.
Yeah.
Oh my yes. So
Yeah,
like
they
I
look
want him to
different.
like mention his beard in a joking way. Like I don't know, say something that's funny.
I don't know. I feel like we were watching The Hunt, we never get stuff like that. So
Yes, that's why I'm just like
get
I'm
it.
not getting it.
I'm not
I
expecting that.
know.
No, I don't think we're gonna get it.
Yes, I know.
Exactly.
I know
That's
we're
like
not
a
gonna
fan
get it.
fest.
So yeah.
But like I feel like we deserve it.
We do. We deserve
Like I know we're not
it.
gonna get it. But like we
You know
should.
what song reminds me of us? You know the song that's like you can't always get what you want? That song is like you can't always get what you want. It's like, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Like that's so like the Villark fandom. Like if you try,
It
like
really
sometimes
is.
we get what we need, but like we never get what we sometimes don't get what we want.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. That is sad. That is sad. I don't know. Whatever happens is gonna be perfect. I'm not even gonna be mad when I
I'm
don't
always
get
like,
that beard.
I know we deserve a lot. I mean, we waited for like 5 years, but at the same time, whenever we get something huge that I did not expect, like this,
We're shocked.
yeah, I'm like, what did we do to deserve such thing? I honestly.
Yeah.
Clark, nice beard, Bellamy, nice hair. I need that. I want that. Just a nice little comment like that would be really cute.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Oh my
gonna
God,
be
I
like
need
their
you to
first
touch
and
it.
last
Like,
concert.
stop.
Right, like she doesn't have to say anything about his beard. Just like thoughtfully touch it, and like that'll say enough.
Yeah. And also, it's not realistic to me. I mean, it's not gonna happen, of course, but like, it's not realistic to me that they don't just go like, "Oh my God, you're here" or something. It's not realistic
Yeah,
to me.
that's not realistic to me.
But like, we're not gonna get that.
Exactly. That's what I'm
But like,
saying.
why? Why?
That's fanfic right there. I mean, listen, episode 3 seemed like fanfic though, so
It seems like they're going
So maybe. But like, let's not hope. Let's keep it low.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
I
let's keep
had
it
so
low.
low
I'm
expectations
too.
for this season.
Give me Bellamy telling McCreary to take off the shot collar. I want that too, but I don't think we're gonna get that.
That is maybe even realistic. That is maybe something that could happen.
Maybe
that could happen.
It could happen. I don't know. I would love that.
Oh my God, July! I don't know what Bellamy's going to do now that he can't hold Clark's hair when they hug. I mean, he can. He would just have to like.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, I'm so sad.
He loves to grab her hair.
But he'll maybe he could.
Oh my
Well,
God.
now he's gonna like grab her like scalp. What?
I don't know what he's.
I don't know.
Yeah, like it's
He's gonna
so.
hold the back of her head.
Her neck. That's what he just said.
I'm down with that. I can deal with that.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Like whatever. Grab her neck. That sounds aggressive, no?
Improvise Bellamy.
Like go to grab her hair. There's
That
nothing
would be
there.
really funny if Bob started watching this right now and we're like, what's he gonna grab?
Like he's gonna grab her neck. Like,
How do you know what he's doing?
that was funny.
Bob, if you're watching this, we love you very much.
It worked for Becco.
Oh my God.
No, I can't. No. I can't believe that's happening like what, 5 days? 4 days?
Yeah, I don't know how many days.
5.
5. Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't. I'm just gonna be rewatching the scene of him finding out she's alive. Because I love the moment when he finds out that she's alive. I love that he like steps back for a second. Like it's just so jarring to him. Just
Exactly.
Literally, someone slapped him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like face just like, what?
I think that if Monty didn't speak up about the bunker, Bellamy would have fainted.
Well, that's why they had Monty do it, because like it's not like Monty knows anyone in the bunker.
Exactly, and it's not like Bellamy could ever think about anything else in that moment except that Clark is alive.
They needed to have someone else like mention the bunker because like.
No, but I love the shot, like that zoomed out shot where you just see his arms and he's just like frozen. Like he.
Yes, he's literally like he's holding his arms out. Like, what is happening?
And then like what is going on?
Like, you poor thing. Somebody catch him if he falls.
I love how we all rewatched that scene so many times. Like we know how every person was standing and
you know, like every breath he takes.
Yes.
We start for so long.
I still like love the way that he walks towards her, like in like a trance. Like he just can't stop walking towards her until Charmaine is like.
And Charmaine like stop. Charmaine's like, that's enough. That's not enough, Charmaine, but okay.
I think she wanted to torture them a little bit more.
Yeah.
They want to torture us. That was the point.
Yeah, exactly. They want to torture us. Nobody else.
And Clark's confusion when it was like, oh, there's 5 more people. She's just like, I don't know them. And they're like, you lied. And she's like, I wasn't lying. Like, I felt so bad for her in that moment.
At that moment, I was like, is she gonna know that they're back? Because like, what is she gonna think? Like, who the fuck are the 5 people? She's confused. But like, how? I thought like that she would maybe think that it was them.
I'm sure it crossed her mind, but she probably didn't. They're like a
she
year
was
late.
waiting for them for 6 years. So
I don't know what else she would have thought it was, like the bunker people. I don't know what she would have thought.
There are only 5 of them left alive. No, I don't know. That was amazing. I don't know. Episode 4 is gonna. I don't know.
Murder us.
I can't believe they're gonna talk.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
No,
I can't wait.
This comment, just another rainbow. I love that Bellamy instantly adopted Maddie on sight. LMAO. He took one look at that child with a perfect shot, and for a fleeting second, did I have a kid?
Yes. I don't know. Like, of course, Bellamy adopted that child.
No. Oh my god, I love like on Twitter it showed like Harper's with like the meme of like the what was it, like the math meme, and she was just like
confused, like the age of like the kid and
Bellamy and Clark.
Yeah, I saw that. No, I love the memes. Harper was great in this episode. All she did was like look at Bellamy.
Yeah, she was probably expecting 7 if it was Space Crew.
No, maybe she was like, yeah, they of course killed Echo, and then like something happened to another one. So
yeah, of course maybe.
I don't know. I think she was like, she didn't expect it. She wouldn't expect anyone.
Yeah, that's honestly the word that I would use to describe Bellamy when he finds out. He's just shook. Like he's literally just like he's shook. He just didn't expect it.
No, and I was like, how do you even process that when you think a person has been dead for like, and the person who is that important to you has been dead for like 6 years? Like, what do you do when you find out that they haven't been dead? Like,
it's like a ghost. It's a ghost. Like somebody came back to life.
How do you? Yeah.
Oh.
I do think though that when he looks at her and he goes, "She is," I think that's the moment when he says "is" in present tense. I think that's really when he let himself understand.
I think that's when he let himself like fully absorb that she's here and she's in front of me.
Exactly. Yes, because I mean, you can see that in his eyes.
Yeah.
That was just like
I can't wait for the vlog. It's gonna be so
his
amazing.
eyes when they are actually together. That's gonna like, I don't know, that's gonna like floor me.
Really?
Now we're gonna have to take a pause after that, like scene. We're gonna watch that for like 5 hours.
Yeah, right. Before I can move on.
Yeah, no, it's gonna take a while, honestly.
I know. Oh my god, I feel like we've been on here just talking about this for so long. Is there anything? Did we miss anything?
3 hours. I think. Did we talk about everything?
We like talked about she is. That is everything.
That really was
everything we need to talk about, honestly.
Anything else that you guys wanted us to talk about before we get off of here?
Anybody have any questions?
There anyone from Europe here who is with us at like 2:30 a.m.?
So.
I know, like everybody that's been here.
Wait with us. Oh
I can't imagine people have been here for 3 hours, but
Yes, oh my god. Well, we will be back on here next week. I guess Fridays is gonna be our go-to, right?
We never know until like the middle of the week, but I think Friday is fine. Yeah, I think Friday is fine. But if it's not,
Friday or Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, whenever.
Yeah, one of the two.
Oh, Ireland and London are here. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, London.
That is awesome.
Thank you for staying this fast. This late.
Exactly.
Yay. Okay. I can't believe next time. I can't believe 3:25. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much.
I've been since the beginning.
Wow. Skyface.
You've been active since
you're the MVP.
Exactly.
Canada. New York.
Well, yeah, you can't complain. It's like early.
Yeah, it's early. Yeah, it's only 8:30 here.
Yeah.
Florida, Portugal.
Oh, that's nice.
Texas.
Lag crew. Did we start lagging? That's like sad that we didn't.
Hi from Greece, yeah.
Oh, hi from Greece. You're close to us.
Greece, Brazil.
Like this is every part of the world.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There are fellowshippers everywhere. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I know, when we like tell my parents, we're like, oh, we're gonna go hang out with our friends from Serbia. They're like, whoa, like that's so cool. Like I love how the internet makes it such a small world.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Finland, France. So cool. Lag crew. Everybody that was here last week.
Lag crew. I love how that is like the default now. Lag crew. I can't believe we have like a crew. I never thought I'd be in a crew, honestly.
And even if I'm in the crew, I never thought I would be in the lag crew.
That's like the least badass sounding crew ever.
I know.
Scotland.
Scotland. Okay,
yeah.
I can't believe next time we're gonna talk.
Thank you for us, guys. For those who stuck around.
I can't believe next time we're talking about Bellamy and Clark talking.
Oh my god, next week.
There's so many quotes.
We're gonna have exactly so many quotes.
I can't believe that. Kattegat, what the fuck? Who's from Kattegat?
Really?
Wow.
Oh dear, no.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys next week.
Yes.
Big day.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Bye.